for today. Good morning, it's 6 a.m. and this is your Fox Sports Update. The Norfolk Admirals lost Game 5 in overtime 1-0 to the Trois-Rivières Lions. The game-winning goal came from Anthony Beauregard, and it was assisted by Jacob Novak. Both goaltenders were incredible through regulation and most of overtime. For the Admirals, it was Milic with 33 saves, and for the Lions, Luke Kavalin had 31 saves. The Norfolk Tides lost 7-2. The fifth inning is where it all went downhill for the Tides, giving up 4 runs. As for USL 2 soccer, Lionsbridge FC and Virginia Beach United drew Saturday night 2-2. LBFC had a lead late until the 87th minute, where the hometown Portsmouth native Alex Moody scored an equalizer late for VBU. The two clubs took a point apiece. The OKC Thunder evened up their series at 2-2 after beating the Nuggets 92-87. SGA had 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. For the East, the Pacers took a 3-1 lead over the Cavs after destroying them 129-109 last night. Pascal Siakam had himself 21 points in that one. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310 AM, 100.9 FM, and always streaming live on YouTube at Cova Sports TV and live on the Fox Sports 1310 app with Suave, myself, and Johnny D. Let's get to a Monday edition of the Morning Drive.
Live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios, the official home of the Hampton Road sports fan. It's the Morning Drive, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310, along with Suave and J-Lo. Here's your host, Johnny D.
Yes, sir. It's a Monday. Great to be with you. 6:02 at Hampton Roads. How we doing? What's the temperature outside right now there, J-Lo? Little meteorologist. What do we got, about 68 degrees? 67 degrees this morning? A little bit of light rain falling this morning in the 757, but it is great to be with you on a Monday. It is the Morning Drive. Yours truly, Johnny D, Suave, J-Lo, Fox Sports 1310 AM, and of course the Fox Sports 1310 app. A reminder, check us out on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You got a comment, drop it into the comment box. We will read it on the air. You can follow us on the X too at Drive Johnny D, at Instagram at Morning Drive. Johnny D. Good morning, boys. How we feeling this morning? Everybody have a great weekend. Yeah. Great Mother's Day weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was decent.
Suave. Suave. I mean, the enthusiasm that Suave brings to the airwaves at 6:03 on a Monday morning. It's infectious.
Well, I think it resembles all of Hampton Roads.
Which is what?
Nobody wants to get up on a Monday.
Everybody loves to get up on a Monday.
I know you do, Johnny.
You got to get ready for the week, man. You got to get out of the house. Think about this. You have accomplished more by 6:03 than most people do all day.
Yeah.
Correct?
Correct.
You have accomplished more by 6:03 on a Monday morning than most people do all day.
Correct.
By the way, I would get your bullet points ready, J-Lo. You may be called out today. What you accomplished last week on this program, because I don't want to say anything, but some people have they're talking, and apparently you did not hit the 5 bullet points that Elon Musk requested that you hit to justify your position.
For what, the show?
For anything.
Trying to figure out who you're talking to here.
God almighty. Swab, what's wrong, bro? Waking up on a busy weekend for you, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
You were all over the place?
Yes, I was.
You were?
Yes. Saturday, work, Sunday, Mother's Day. So
yeah.
That's all right there.
What did they do in the Suave household Mother's Day? Did we have an all-out neighborhood barbecue? I mean, obviously we did not go to the barber shop. You were not allowed out of the house.
No. Wife did absolutely nothing, and we took care of everything in the house. So cooking, cleaning, making sure she was good, and just make sure that we celebrate her on her Mother's Day, that she's a great mother and a great queen in the house.
In my household, it's a little bit different because I like to tell my wife every day is Mother's Day.
Oh.
So why is Sunday any different than how we treat her on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? That's how we like to go about on a Mother's Day.
Genius.
It is genius. It is genius. No doubt about it. I got the pool opened up this weekend.
Nice.
I did not do it. We have to bring in professionals to do this because if you want me handling it, it would take a month. to get that thing right. You bring in a couple of dudes, it takes them about 2 or 3 visits, boom, ready to go. Yours truly, no, it would be swampland out there if I was handling it. But a spectacular weekend weather-wise, right? It was gorgeous all weekend long.
Yeah, it was.
And, of course, the NHL and NBA playoffs did not disappoint unless you're a Knicks fan. And I told you guys on Friday that the Knicks at home stink. They absolutely stink. And should be ashamed of themselves for charging $900, $950 to the average fan for that type of performance, which frankly was over after the first quarter. The only thing I will say to the New York Knicks, thank you very much for not allowing me to hang on till the end of the fourth, where this baby was over by the end of the really terrible. And once again, I look forward to something. Literally took care of the yard, had a couple of errands, got a little bit of a workout in, get home, shower, By the way, Warpath has chimed in saying, morning, fellas. He can't hear y'all.
He should be able to now.
He should be able to.
Yeah.
Do we have technical difficulties on the StreamYard this morning? It is taken care of. All right. Good morning, Warpath. We appreciate you. Local action this weekend. What did we partake in? You guys were out at the Sportsplex on Saturday?
Had a lot. Yeah, Saturday had the VBU opener. They played the guys from Newport News, Lionsbridge. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah?
2-2
So give me a little bit more. I need a little bit more. We've talked. You with scene setters, you're awful.
Well,
you are absolutely atrocious to try to set a scene.
I just don't want to talk too much. That's all.
Come on, Jay.
Anyways, yeah. Arrive at the stadium around.
Hold on a second. What do you mean you don't want to talk too much?
That's why I said go ahead. Keep talking.
I don't want to annoy y'all. That's all.
You're not annoying us, man.
Let's get this out of the way. Whether you say 3 words or 30 words, you're going to be annoying. So just roll with it.
Okay.
You might as well get something out of it.
That's why I said just go ahead, Jay.
I want the entire scene setter of you showed up, what the crowd was like, the venue, the events, everything.
Got it. Yeah. So show up to the stadium about 4:00. Probably the biggest event that happens at the Sportsplex every year. Draws the biggest crowd. I want to say I never heard an official attendance number, but it was packed. Pretty much the entire lower bowl was pretty much full. You even had people sitting in the upper deck. That's when you know it was a lot of people. You had a lot of people at the party deck and whatnot. So yeah, we're getting stuff ready. It was pretty chaotic, but we got everything underway. I was doing a couple different things. I was actually the official statistician, Johnny.
So what does that entail?
I just kept the stats for the game. That's all.
You keep the stats for the game. Do you know anything about soccer?
Yeah. Really, the only things I had to keep was goals, assists, minutes, and cards. And so.
I mean, that's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
I mean, that's pretty obvious. You can know nothing about soccer. You should be able to keep goals, assists, red cards or yellow cards?
Yes.
And what was the other one?
Fouls and stuff.
Fouls.
Yeah.
Fouls could add up.
Yeah, but
they could add up quickly.
But that wasn't that bad. There was a lot of different stuff happening, but I mean, overall, it was a great crowd. You get a lot of Lionsbridge fans that travel over from Newport News. You get the drums. Lionsbridge fans
you get
drums.
One thing about soccer, man, is you got to allow them to bring their instruments in.
Yeah.
What were those? The vuvuzelas? Remember the vuvuzelas back at the World Cup?
Yeah.
The drums, the horns, a little bit of everything. Cowbells.
Cowbells go nuts. So, but yeah, so all that was going on. VBU actually jumped out to a 1-0 lead, which was big because last year when we played them at the Sportsplex, there wasn't a goal until like the 80th minute. Lionsbridge won 1-0. So the fact that we even scored was exciting. And then Lionsbridge scores 2 unanswered. And then, like I said in my update, Alex Moody, the Portsmouth native, he scores in the 87th minute.
That was late.
To tie it up. Yes, there's videos online you can go see. It was an electric atmosphere. It was really exciting.
I saw the smoke.
Yeah, the red smoke.
The red smoke.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And Alex, he's one of my favorite players on the team. He was here with us last year, and he was really good. He went through a big slump in the middle of last year, but scored a goal in the playoffs. It's really big, and he's the hometown kid too. It's just really cool to see him be able to score. And overall, just electric atmosphere. It was a great time. And we only drew, but we'll take the draw because we stole it. I mean, it was in the 87th minute. So, but yeah.
So good atmosphere, good crowd, lively, great weather.
Yep.
Packed house, good football.
Yeah.
Right. Good football. You got to call it good football. Yep. So overall, a great event. I saw the Admirals draw really well on Friday night.
Yes.
With a 1-0 win. How did they do yesterday? I did not see the results yesterday. They
lost in overtime.
They lost at OT yesterday.
I was listening to it, which, by the way, Weston DeWitt, outstanding call, by the way.
Oh, Weston does a tremendous job. He's on the Flow Sports, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he does a tremendous job.
The audio too.
I am surprised, though, that we have gone out of our way to show some baseball games on the local television network, right? The Tides will play on what?
That's what I was talking
Tuesday,
about.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
There were some select Admiral games, I think, during the regular season, correct, on TV?
Correct.
That's correct.
Why would we not have the playoffs?
That's what I was talking with my dad last night. I'm like, I don't know why, like, in the playoffs, they don't do some of the all the games on some sort of local show, whether it's WGNT 27, Sky 4, WTKR, just something. I mean, the games are so exciting. I mean, that game was in overtime. And they lost with 15 seconds left in the first overtime, which was really detrimental. But I mean, overall, it was such a good game. I'm like, man, it's just really frustrating me that I can't just watch this right now. But I guess Flow Sports probably getting what they want.
Well, you're driving more people to get to the arena, or get to the app. But I don't think you could go wrong by also having selected playoff games.
I agree.
On the television set. That's just me.
Yep.
Flow Sports, you got to pay, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is why I didn't watch it.
And it's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
If I remember
It's like
this,
$16.99
because they got some
or something
college
like that.
baseball on there, and I know. Thankfully, you could cancel at any time because I'm that guy. I like, okay, one game, boom, done. All right, I'm going to cancel
for a game.
type of deal.
Yeah.
But I would love to
only
see the
one.
Admirals be on local TV a little bit more. How is the
Absolutely.
crowd on Sunday? Do we have an announced attendance?
I think it was. I looked at it last night. It was about 5,000 and some change.
Not bad for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So we know the first game Thursday was pathetic.
Yep.
We mentioned that Friday had about
was good.
6,700.
6,700.
And even Sunday, 5,000 for Mother's Day. I mean, Frank, let's be honest, they're Suave. What would that conversation be like with Mama at home? Like, hey, what do we got planned today? Well, I was thinking about hanging out with the kids. How about some hockey?
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a little hockey on Mother's Day?
Yeah, it'll be a silence in the household.
You think so?
A silence in
You
the
know
stare.
what, though? Some moms would appreciate I'm going to take the kids to the hockey game. You got the house all to yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's a spa day for you.
Yeah, my wife would love that.
They would love that.
Us out the house, her by herself. Oh yeah, she would have a party by herself.
Yeah, they would absolutely love that.
Yes.
All right, so J-Lo took it a little soccer on Saturday. Were you at? You weren't at the VB United on Saturday.
Nah.
Where were you working in here?
No, I was working at my other job.
Your other job.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you work in here on Friday?
Yes, I did.
What were you doing on Friday?
Norfolk Tides.
How are the
baseball.
Tides doing?
Why
are you
Friday was something else.
That game was.
Hold on a second.
It wasn't as much. It
That
wasn't as
was
much
a
Suave.
sad-
It wasn't as much Suave side. It was more so because I was here too doing ODU baseball.
Hold on a second. You both were in here on
Yes, I was doing Tides and J-Lo
So
doing
he-
ODU.
Nothing was really wrong with him and his broadcast. I mean, yeah, it was a bad game, but whatnot.
What made it a bad game? I mean, what was the final on Friday?
I think the final was like.
It was like 4-1.
4-1.
It wasn't nothing crazy.
Okay,
but
so not too bad. I mean, they got dog walked a little bit, but that's okay.
I've just gotta say, I want to personally apologize to all the ODU baseball fans because the broadcast was definitely not up to par Friday night. Because,
who are you calling out? You're not calling out ODU broadcasting, are you?
Well, it's not on ODU.
Yeah,
it's really
but
on.
it's
So they were at JMU.
I know.
And JMU screwed something up where we couldn't connect our Comrex thing to their whatever it's called. I don't know. But whatever. JMU didn't provide us with the right MAC address or whatever.
Okay.
So
And this was Friday.
yes.
Yeah,
The
Friday.
opening game of a
So you're
three-game
gonna
set.
love this. Yes. So
Okay.
you are gonna love this, Johnny.
Okay.
So the only logical thing, the only other way we could do the broadcast on the phone line.
Oh, phone line.
And you know this phone line well, Johnny.
Oh, phone line.
And
Mhm.
I gotta tell you, the quality was not up to par. I'll put it that way.
You think?
I'll put it that way. The
yeah.
quality was not up to par.
There is a reason why we do not do it. So the phone line was not up to par. So they could not figure out the what do they call that? The ISDN line.
Yes,
Or-
Yeah,
I
something
did,
right.
like
The
that.
ISDN line was not working at JMU, which is probably that school to the north, sandbagging. I'm just gonna go out on a limb, probably sandbagging over there. JMU baseball not good this year. By
No.
the way, not very good this year. And
No.
I think ODU swept.
But,
Did they not? They swept the weekend, maybe.
Yes, but man, that game started at 5:55.
Mhm.
Suave's game started at what 7:35. Suave.
7:25.
Yeah, the pregame started at 7:25.
Yeah, so game.
He was out of here before I was.
So are
went to
you
the-
in the small studio
Yes,
over
Yes,
here?
he was.
Yes.
And he was in the main
Yeah,
studio.
yeah.
And we went to like 13 innings in our game.
Wow.
And we also had an injury. We had all sorts. I'm like, oh. my
Now was
goodness.
who was doing the ODU broadcast?
It was Andy.
Andy was doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they do a good job too.
Oh
and that-
yeah,
They
I
do a
mean,
great job with the ODU
he was
broadcast.
still. I mean, he took it like a champ. I mean, he was still very professional.
Well, what are you going to do? You're not going to sit there and bitch about it for 9 innings.
Well, I know. I'm just.
You're
saying,
just going to work
He
through
did
it.
a great job.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
told-
just-
it happened before. Like I did ODU and I had used a phone before, so we just went with the punches.
The whole thing is you're still brought, like on his end, he's not hearing the finished product on this end.
Correct.
No.
He's just talking into a microphone. How it comes out on the other end, that's on you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're the one who's got to really feel bad because you can hear it.
Yeah,
You
and I
could
just
feel
know Like, man,
and he's doing a broadcast where he's not looking to engage his listeners.
Correct.
Right? He's just painting a picture.
Yep.
Not like try to do this radio show when you engage the listeners to the program.
Correct.
So, all right. Well, it sounds like you guys had a fun Friday, fun Saturday.
It was still fun. Yeah.
I am disappointed at J-Lo. Suave. I told him this morning, no pastries this morning after Mother's Day.
I know.
Nothing. Comes in empty-handed. Nothing. And he has no guilt whatsoever. Just comes in with a grin on his face. I said, "Where's the food?" I can get you a hot dog. I mean, what the heck? What do you want? A hot dog? I don't want a hot dog.
Hot dog or a cold hamburger.
I wanted. You told me that we were going to get some pastries for Mother's Day.
I said
at
maybe.
the Low household.
Maybe.
No. You kind of went out on a little Suave. Got my back on this one. You kind of went out. You put it out there that yes, you would take care of it. You know how last time you did it, how we embraced it. It was spectacular.
Absolutely.
Right. You got an entire week of good vibes out of it. Now you're off to a bad start this week. Now you're off to a bad start. So get those 5 bullet points ready. Okay. Get those 5 bullet points ready. But it is great to be with you on an Overreaction Monday. What do we overreacted to? Hit us up via the Kellam talk and text line at 757-497-1310. That's 757-497-1310. Drop a comment in the comment box this morning on YouTube at Cova Sports TV, where Warpath has chimed in this morning. Of course, he is already pressing my buttons there, Suave.
Yep.
Joe Mazzulla in 6. I can't argue with him now.
6:30 yet.
6:30 yet.
6:30
and
yet.
Warpath is already poking the bear this morning. Hey, coming up in about 20 minutes, the entertainment page with Suave. 7 o'clock hour. We'll get into some of the best of the weekend, some of the worst of the weekend. Also, I've got some exclusive audio this morning that I was able to find, courtesy of a couple of friends of mine, with the negotiations between the Dallas Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers for George Pickens. You do not want to miss that. That's coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. The 8 o'clock hour, the latest NFL news and notes. We got a quarterback competition in New Orleans, but are we ready to add one more person to the mix? We'll get into that. Also, draft lotteries tonight. I started seeing not only the NBA draft lotteries tonight, but of course, to steal the NBA draft lottery vibes, the NFL is starting to leak out the schedule. We told you it was going to happen on Monday. Little by little this week, they will leak out the schedule. One of the games that I saw, that the Chargers will reportedly play the Chiefs in week 1 in Brazil. So you remember last year it was who? Philadelphia and Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Last year,
and
which was spectacular.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to be there. Nobody got out of the hotel.
Exactly. So it was danger.
You had like cartel around the hotel. You're afraid to come out. Well, good. Patty Mahomes goes on the road and takes on the Chargers. So
That's right. Throw that team down there.
That's right. So we're going to start getting leaks for the NFL schedule. We will get into that. But it's great to be with you. It's a Monday morning, 6:23. It's the Morning Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Rapid Radios. Expect a lot of stopping and starting on 564 westbound between Terminal Boulevard and Bellinger Boulevard. We are seeing some delays on 64 westbound between 564 and Tidewater Drive. 64 is looking good, crossing Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel both east and westbound, and no major delays on 664 both north and south, crossing MMBT. I'm Elena Begso on Fox Sports.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
At Rush Soccer, our love of the game and the community we create doesn't stop when we leave the pitch or when the season ends. We are more than an individual player, team, club, or league. We are a truly global community of athletes, parents, coaches, professionals, and fans. We believe that youth sports and the pathway to a lifelong love of soccer have the power to form deep, meaningful connections that will fundamentally shape our players and those in our community. We believe that what we feel is the key to what we can achieve. Feel the pride. Feel the confidence. Feel the legacy. Feel the connection. Feel the trust. Feel the acceptance. Feel the purpose. Feel the difference. Feel the rush.
At Atomic Wings, we prioritize real chicken with fresh, all-natural, never-frozen ingredients, all packed with serious flavor. Order from over 15 awesome flavors at atomicwings.com.
Free online visit, hims.com/RADIO.
The Fox Sports Radio 1310 new mobile app is designed to bring you closer to the action than ever before. Its features include open mic, get your voice heard, be part of the discussion, and connect with fellow passionate sports fans. 24/7 live stream, plus contests and giveaways where you can enter for your chance to take home amazing prizes. The app also includes local events and sports news and updates. Download the Fox Sports 1310 mobile app today from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and experience a new level of sports entertainment. The new home for the Hampton Roads sports fan. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, along with Suave and J-Lo on Fox Sports 1310 and live on Cova Sports TV.
Yes, sir. Welcome back. 6:28 on a Monday morning. It is the Morning Drive. 757-497-1310 if you want to hit us up via the Kellam talk and text line this morning. Your overreactions on a Monday, the best thing you saw this weekend, the worst thing you saw this weekend. Hank chimes in this morning on the YouTube stream at Cova Sports TV. You got a comment, drop it into the comment box. Commanders at Eagles, opening Thursday night game and an NFC title game rematch. There has been a lot of rumors about that.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
Would you guys be all about that?
I don't know. I would. Kind of, yeah.
I would.
I just like the normal Sunday afternoon, but it'd be kind of cool being the first game of the year.
I mean, come on the stage. They show what they did to us. They showed that basically they just ran up the front.
Well, you know what this is setting up for? This is setting up for me and you, Suave, to be absolutely pissed off the first weekend of NFL football because we would have already lost. That's what it's setting up for.
Wow.
I don't know. I know what you're going with, J-Lo, but I see
you'd have the exact same reaction. Kansas City, Buffalo.
Look,
no,
first off, regular season's not a problem.
It's not an issue.
Not only that, but where is this game going to be played? Is it going to be played in Philadelphia at opening night? Yeah, probably. Or would it be played in Washington?
Every time we play Philly during the regular season, it's prime time. It's never during the day.
Yeah, but I got a news flash for you, bro. You got a lot of primetime games coming up.
Yes,
I know. But I'm saying in the past when we've been terrible, every time we play Philly, it's always in a primetime game. We never play primetime at home against Philly. We never play during the day at Philly. I know it's a stupid thing to be thinking about.
I'll even give you, and it may not be an overreaction on this Monday. I will go out on a limb and say Washington may have the most primetime games out of any team.
I don't
can
think
see that.
you're wrong. I think it's either going to
right.
be them. It could be Philly. It could be. I don't think they're going to do as much Kansas City this year
Why
because
not?
of Washington.
Why not?
I think Washington's going to take some of them.
Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes is still a draw. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson is still a draw.
There's a love affair
Buffalo
there.
too.
Buffalo's going to be right up there with Josh
Buffalo will
Allen.
always be up there, yeah.
Right. But it might not be too much to go out on a limb and say that the Washington Commanders with Jaden Daniels may have the most primetime games out of any team.
I don't think you're wrong. I think Chicago will get a little bit too with Caleb Williams.
Yeah, they're going to get a little bit of love.
Yeah, but
now they got the Pope on their side.
That's number one right there.
Oh man,
that's all I saw all weekend long.
Yep, the entire weekend,
which was pretty cool. Like Today's Show and did some profiles on the new Pope, which is going to revitalize the American Catholic, which I'm all about. But the fact that he is a Chicago fan, dumb Pope. I mean, that was the headlines. Dumb Pope. Now all these Chicago fans feel like, there's just a beeline to the Super Bowl now that the Pope's on their side.
Boy.
And if you are a Bear fan, listen up. The Pope is also a graduate of Villanova, and you can put him with Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart. It ain't gonna matter against the Boston Celtics.
Not the Pope on the New York Knicks.
Yeah, it ain't gonna matter unless he can knock down some threes. It ain't gonna matter.
What are you more confident in? New York beating Boston or Buffalo beating Kansas City in the playoffs?
In the playoffs?
Correct.
Oh God, I'm not confident in anything.
Honestly,
that is a lose-lose situation right there. I have a little bit more confidence in possibly Buffalo beating Kansas City than the Knicks beating the Boston
I mean, they've
Celtics.
been there multiple times with chances. I mean, New York, well, I guess they're not looking too bad right now, but that was ugly the other day.
But Buffalo, when y'all lose to Kansas City, there's always something screwy that happens.
Yeah,
y'all never get
it's something
killed
small.
or nothing like that. It'd be like,
that's what I'm saying. It's always a close game.
A missed penalty call.
And something stupid happens.
Yeah, or the catch that went caught when Josh Allen threw that catch to.
Why are we going to rehash this stuff? What are you all doing to me?
Because that's
every year we play. Look, every year that Buffalo plays Kansas City in the playoffs, the following year, a new rule is implemented.
Yeah.
So this year, what do we got? Right, you got the GPS of the football, the market.
The football. Yep.
Great, fantastic.
Had the overtime rule.
So happy for you,
Buffalo lab rats.
Yeah, so happy for you. I'm so glad we've got this rule now. The overtime rule, now we got it.
After so many years and the technology of NFL.
God almighty.
I'm sorry.
It's never going to happen
sorry,
for
Johnny
Buffalo.
I'm sorry.
It's really never going to happen for Buffalo. It's not. Now you got a brand new stadium going up, not this year, but the following year, I believe. And ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Hank, let's see. He also chimes in. Winner of tonight's Knicks Celtics wins the series. I'm not going to argue with that. I made that comment.
Yeah, you did.
If the Knicks want to hang around in this series, you have got to win Game 4 tonight at the Garden, which also put this up on the poll this morning on the Exit Drive, Johnny D. Is MSG the most overrated venue in basketball?
Me and Suave were talking about this in the pregame.
And I don't think so. I think New York, the Garden is still the Garden no matter what. I know because the Knicks haven't won things in 72. I know the Knicks, all the recent stuff, but it's still the Garden. It's still the most famous arena right now.
What makes it famous, though, Suave, outside of the celebrities?
New York is the mecca of basketball. Even though you would think, why not the Western Forum or Staples Center or other venues? But New York is synonymous with NBA basketball. Garden, you got celebrities, you got comedians who say they can sell out the Garden. It's the Garden. It's the aura of the Garden. So you cannot take that away. It is the venue of venues when it comes to basketball. It's the Madison Square Garden.
It's synonymous with the Knicks coming up short. That's my problem. Like you're talking about, yes, it's the Mecca. I get it. And you get a lot of entertainment acts. I totally understand that. The buildup and the hype is great. But at the end of the day, when you're a Knicks fan, man, you're always coming up short at the Garden. You're always coming up short at the Garden. I made this comment on Friday. We could roll back the tape. I go, throw the money on Boston over the weekend, New York. There's going to be a lot of hype. All the celebrities are going to be there. ESPN, by the way, the Knicks stink when their games are on ESPN. They're pretty good when they're on TNT. When they're on ESPN, they stink.
I think they're on ESPN
You
tonight.
could fact check.
Let's check that.
Fact check that. When the games so far in this series, they have won 2. I believe both those games might have been on TNT. I believe so. And then at ESPN, they stink. They were on ESPN on Saturday.
And they're on ESPN tonight.
They're on ESPN tonight. And then look, the next game after that, what, game 5? So game 5, I want to say, is on TNT.
That is correct.
And then game 6 might be ESPN, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct.
And then game 7 is what?
Game 7 is supposed, let's see. I'm looking right now.
I think
Game
it's
7 is at TNT.
TNT. Win it at 7.
Here we go.
New York. The Knicks. You heard it here first.
There we go.
The Celtics in 7.
That's all I need. That's not going to matter.
Unbelievable.
Also, let's see. Hank's got a lot to say this morning, so hold on a second. Cowboys at Giants. They're going to want us off to a good start. Always at Philly. The Super Bowl winner opens at home. Yeah, I agree with that. Also, Washington going to live in the 425 time slot.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. And what else does Hank have this morning? And, of course, he drops in a WNBA
there it is.
reference. Sky at Fever TV ratings will outdraw every NBA regular season game this year. That's not really saying much, number one. And number 2, I don't believe that to be the case. There is, by the way, I found over the weekend.
It's a good start. You draw 1.2. Then go to
well, yeah, I mean, that's because of Caleb Clark. There was nothing else on. Nothing else on. I did find, it was on social media. I got to find it for you guys and send it to you. There are a couple of dudes that just find Angel Reese highlights of all her misses. Man. Have you seen this?
Yes, I've seen it.
Spectacular stuff. Just shows how bad she is. How bad of a basketball player she really is when it comes to skill.
He was using Mike Breen bang.
Yes, they use a bang. Every time she bricked it, bang. I got to find it, man. These guys are great. They're just showing how she can't dribble. She's throwing it off the top of the backboard a couple of times. Look, she's an offensive rebounding machine. She's 6'3". She can move well. She's an attractive woman. I get all that. She is a terrible basketball player. She's just an absolutely terrible basketball player. But we got to find that. All right, 6:38, J-Lo. Got to look at the local scoreboard, please, if you don't mind.
Yes, our local scores from last night and this weekend. I mentioned Norfolk Admirals losing in overtime 1-0 to the Suave Lions. Now they're going back to Quebec for game number 6. They trail 3-2.
Game 6 is when? That's not tonight, correct?
No, I believe it's Tuesday.
It is
and then
Tuesday.
Wednesday's game 7.
So they're playing a back-to-back.
Yes.
So last week we had to wait 4 days in between.
Yep.
Yeah, they're playing a back-to-back.
Now, once we get to overtime and we play almost 20 extra minutes of hockey, now we're going to go play back-to-back.
Back-to-back. We need to find just random businesses in Quebec. And then tomorrow morning on the radio broadcast, and I used to do this on my other show, we're just going to randomly phone dial these businesses in Quebec just to see if they know there's a hockey game going on tonight.
We should do that for Norfolk.
Yeah, just call the place right up the street from the scope.
Exactly.
Right?
So we're going to do that in Quebec. Well, I like their accent a little bit better. So we're going to do that tomorrow.
The French people.
Yeah, we're going to do that tomorrow on the show. Just call random businesses and ask them if they know there's a hockey game going on tonight. And they're going to be like, NHL? No. No. All right, what else?
Your Suave Lions.
Yeah. What else?
And then also the Norfolk Tides were in action yesterday. They lost 5-2, as well as in the MLB action, you had the Washington Nationals. They lose to the Cardinals 6-1. They're in a 5-game skid right now. And as for the Baltimore Orioles, they actually won last night. They beat the Angels 7-3. They're now 15-24 on the season. And as I mentioned, overall this weekend, back on Saturday, Lions Bridge from Newport News, VBU from Virginia Beach, they drew 2-2 in the USL 2 season opener in the Challenge Cup that it's called now, the Challenge Cup.
Okay. You saw already, and we made this comment with the sports professors last week. Give me the odds on the managerial changes with Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Right. We were talking about that last
week. Not Brandon Hyde.
We're now 2 in. You know, Bud Black over the weekend got fired. And I got a text from Doug Tuttle. He's like, I don't understand why. Have you seen that roster? I'm like, dude, you can't lose 21-0.
Exactly.
I don't care who you are. That's Pathetic.
This ain't football.
You're bad to begin with, but then you lose 21-0. Forget about it. And then I see the stat that the Broncos and the Rockies are both have one game each where they've lost by 20-plus points.
Yeah. And
that's bad.
And that news came out like in the after, like as they were playing. I feel like it happened right after they were done playing yesterday, and they actually won yesterday. They beat the Padres 9-3.
Well, was that game at home?
It. Yes, and Bud Black managed it. It was his last game, and I guess he got out of that game, and they told him, "Yeah, no post game buffet for you. You're done. Out of here.
Done.
Out of here.
Can't even eat.
Don't even use the showers.
Don't even shower.
No. Nope. Grab your stuff. And leave.
Just walk right out.
We'll get you an Uber. We don't want you here anymore.
What's up with your boy Kobe Mayo?
Kobe Mayo, he
should
has not gotten a hit since he's been back down to the Tides.
Yeah, I mean, since the Orioles are entering panic mode, he's already been sent down to AAA twice. Is he on the move?
If I'm Baltimore, I'm seriously looking into it.
You should.
I think you should, because you need to get some sort of veteran presence in that locker room, and your lineup is already so full. It's so tough to bring in some of these young people because Kobe Mayo is outstanding. He should be starting on almost any big league roster in the Major League Baseball. But the Baltimore Orioles are so loaded. Yet, even though they're loaded, they're still so many games under 500 right now. It's really interesting. If I'm Baltimore, I'm looking into it. He's done pretty well in the minors, other than his skid he's on right now. Now he's coming back down from Baltimore. So,
and just so you know, before we go to the break, I'm very disappointed in both of you. We are 40 minutes into the show on Monday, and you have yet to talk about Commanders rookie camp.
Oh,
Neither one of you.
I know.
I figured both of you were coming in, feeling good about yourself. Got the rookies out there this past weekend. If I had to help
J-Lo understand, I think it would be on the why do people make such a big deal out of rookie mini camps?
Why?
Yes,
it's exciting, man.
It's to see the new rookies now.
This is the future.
I'm more
excited. You're seeing practices and stuff, like they're not even going against anybody. They're just doing drills.
Doesn't matter, man. They do the same thing at the damn NFL Combine. Everybody gets excited about it.
I saw a Twitter post of our new offense tackle, Connor Lee, doing
man.
his drills. And
it's massive.
Yeah. And there's a tweet saying, and it's showing him doing a drill and doing an agility ladder. It's like, this guy's going to be a problem in the NFL. Like, how do you know that from just doing drills?
I will say this. I don't overreact too much with rookie camp. However, they did show the video of Abdul Carter and Cam Scadaba. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
That is a massive man, and that is a small man.
Yeah.
I am amazed just looking at him, how dominant he was at Arizona State as a running back.
Yeah.
And Abdul Carter is a freak.
Yeah,
absolute freak
we knew
of
that.
nature.
He was probably the best player outside of Travis Hunter in that draft.
But you get a different perspective when you see them doing these individual drills on how athletic these guys are. It's 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 2+, 300+ pounds. How athletic they are, the ability to move.
Yeah.
Right? I'm 6'6", 260. I can't move. These guys can do it easily.
There's a lot of people your size that can't move.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying these guys make it look easy.
Yes, I get what you're saying.
But one thing about that rookie mini camp that's the biggest story, if one of the biggest stories, is actually Sean Taylor's little brother.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Taylor's there. So seeing his drills, I was kind of like, it was emotional because, we all love Sean Taylor.
Yeah.
And seeing his little brother there and seeing how many people in the rookie camp are so excited to see him. And even though the trainer was like, oh, man, I didn't know he was that fast. So it's a great story. And I really hope he's there to continue on that legacy for Sean Taylor.
So, look, 7 o'clock hour, I'm just going to leave it up to both of you. You can just go fanboy for an hour on Commanders rookie camp. We will break down every drill that was done at the Commanders rookie camp. All right, that's coming up at the 7 o'clock hour. But coming up next, Suave returns with the entertainment page. It's the Morning Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 Traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Rapid Radios. For those of you heading west on 64, we're seeing some congestion between 564 and Tidewater Drive, as well as from 4th View Street through Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. We are seeing some backup heading east on 64 between Settlers Landing Road and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, and some mild congestion on 664 northbound crossing MMBT. I'm Elena Vegso on Fox Sports 1310.
Rapid radios are.
Did you know that the minimum limits in Virginia are $30,000? $30,000 is a lot of money on an individual basis. But if you're involved in a personal injury matter, that's not enough. Here at Williams Deloitte, we're happy to provide a consultation on the amount of coverage you have in your vehicle. It can be confusing. Not many people understand it. You know you need to have it, but do you have enough? Give us a call today at 757-547-5555 so we can help you prepare in the case of an automobile accident or any other personal injury matter that you or your family may find yourself in.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why there's CHKD Sports Medicine. Advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever! The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Bacon cheeseburger, fries, drink, and a sundae. No time to be modest. It's all full size for just $7 right now at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us. And the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
A very volatile path to take.
This is The Herd. Weekdays from noon to 3 on Fox Sports 1310. He's live and he's local. It's The Morning Drive with Johnny D on Fox Sports 1310.
Here we go. Welcome back. 6:47 on a Monday edition of the program. Great to be with you. The Morning Drive, Fox Sports 1310 AM. A reminder, follow us on the X at Drive Johnny D. The polls are open. We will continue to add our poll questions this morning. Also, you got a comment? Drop it into the comment box this morning on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Hank has chimed in. I've seen the Reese highlights. They're quite enjoyable. I'm telling you, they are. I got to find this. The site is spectacular. I don't remember laughing as hard as I laughed over the weekend. Just watching Angel Reese bloopers. Just tremendous stuff. Gibbs chimes in. Good morning, Gibbs.
Gibbs!
Good to be with you. I do want Gibbs to chime in on the old Bill Belichick situation down in Carolina on Friday. Right? Conflicting reports. Is she allowed? Is she not allowed at the football complex? Has she been banned? Then you saw she was in the Miss Maine pageant over the weekend. I think she finished third.
Yes.
Was not happy about it. I mean, God, there was so much anticipation and excitement for Carolina football. By the time it rolls around, there's going to be none. They're just going to be ready for the season to be over with.
Absolutely.
At this point. All right, let's get into it. 6:50 on the program. It's time for the entertainment page.
Let's get to it, y'all.
Here's what's trending in entertainment.
So we got a couple stories that's going on entertainment. I think I should save this one for the later one because RG3 is in the news and he's talking about the Saints. So we're going to save that for the 7 o'clock hour because we're going to have more to talk about the Saints. But right now, This story right here, and I was thinking about Johnny D because everyone knows Johnny D is product of the Bronx, product of New York. They New York people, they represent themselves, especially when it comes to their pizza. So there is a story right now that says the number one pizza destination is not New York City.
All right, where's this authority coming from?
See what I'm saying?
This is what I want to know.
So there was this story, and it was a Google search conducted by Maine Lobster Now. They said the number one destination for pizza in America isn't New York City. It's not even Chicago. The number one destination for pizza is New Hampshire. I'm not kidding, y'all. It is New Hampshire. Each U.S. state was ranked by how much it loves pizza, according to the research from Maine Lobster Now. The study analyzed the number of pizzas per 100,000 residents and people's interest in pizza using data from Google searches and the average price of pizza in each state.
Okay, so what
value.
what they're talking about is it's cheap.
Yeah.
And they probably don't have access to a lot of foods. Seriously.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about it then. So we know number one is New Hampshire from research.
Okay.
Number two.
Who put this out, by the way?
This actually is on Lifestyles on New York Post.
New York Post.
New York Post.
New York Post.
Yeah,
New York
Post.
New York Post.
Because I think they took it serious. Because anybody know about pizza. New York, we always think about New York is probably number one. Number two would be Chicago, or number three be Detroit, or either one of those three areas. But not to this research. For this research, number one, New Hampshire. Number two, Ohio.
Okay, I'm out. I mean, this is ridiculous. What are we doing?
Wow.
This is ridiculous.
Would you consider New York number one, Johnny?
I mean, look.
that's
I'm not going to consider New Hampshire number one in anything. In anything. Maybe seafood.
Seafood.
Maybe seafood.
Yeah, I heard
I
seafood
don't
good.
know.
I mean,
Maine's probably better.
Maine's phenomenal when
Yeah.
it's talking about seafood.
Yeah.
Not so much with grad assistants, but more with seafood.
Well, let's go ahead and trigger Johnny D a little bit more because here is the top.
This is all we're doing
Johnny,
this
this is all
morning.
this segment is about. You know that.
Monday edition of how we could trigger yours truly about the
Yes.
Bills
Right.
Yes.
and about the Knicks and about pizza.
That's what we live for.
You ain't talking about the Yankees and y'all killed the Rock. No, Athletics.
the Athletics,
Yeah, 12-2.
yes.
So
Sacramento.
Look,
let's
look,
go ahead.
I hope we do, Suave. If you're talking about the Yankees and the Sacramento A's,
yeah.
God, I hope we do.
But you said they've been winning since they don't have a home, so
Yeah.
they're 21-20 in the season.
Yeah.
So here we go. Top 10 best pizza depending on the research. We got Hampshire, New Hampshire. Number 2, Ohio. Number 3, Delaware. Number 4, Pennsylvania. 5, Michigan. Number 6, Kansas. 7, West Virginia. 8, Rhode Island.
doing?
9, Connecticut.
What are we doing?
10, Indiana.
Forget it.
Do
Can
y'all
we move
know where
on,
New
please?
York is labeled?
This is a flawed poll.
I'm about to here it
Bunch
goes.
of frauds.
New York is labeled number 29.
That's fine. That's fine. I will take New
Suave, are
York
you sure you didn't
pizza.
read it backwards?
No,
Yeah.
I did not.
I will take New York
You
pizza
see this,
over
ladies and
anything.
gentlemen?
What about
That's fine.
Illinois?
You
Where's
see this?
Illinois?
Read it up here. It ain't top 10.
Your research is wrong.
Nah,
It's wrong.
It's from New York Post.
It's wrong.
Where's Virginia ranked?
I'm gonna check that out during the break. Well, Virginia should
Because
probably rank
it shouldn't
40.
be high. Yeah.
Why? Virginia should be number 2 if New Hampshire's number 1. Come on. What a flawed poll. What a waste of ink.
You hear what you see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen?
Look at that
Trigger
face.
Johnny D.
It's just a waste of ink.
That's a face of
It's an
despair.
absolute waste of ink. Right? Guess what? New Hampshire also ranked olives on their pizza number 1.
You know, it's funny how you said it because I had a talk about what would be the best toppings. And actually, people put olives number 3.
Yeah, forget them.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Pepperoni number
Forget
1.
about it.
Yeah,
Why
pepperoni
don't you
definitely
put
number 1.
pineapple
Number 2 is
on
chicken.
there too.
Hey.
Put the pineapple on with the
Pineapple's good
olives.
Absolutely
Okay.
not, Suave.
Pineapple is really good on a pizza.
No.
What are you talking about?
Absolutely not.
Yes,
We've
it
had
is.
this conversation.
Absolutely.
It doesn't mix well, the sweet and savory thing. Doesn't do it for
That's
me.
the part about why it makes it good. It's sweet with the
No.
pizza. The
Oh.
pizza, man. The pizza.
Suave, do you think J-Lo knows anything about sweet and savory?
It's a possibility, man. It's a
No
possibility.
chance at all
Well, let's go
that
ahead.
his palate can recognize sweet or savory.
Well, let's go ahead and stick with New York because this story was awesome. I had no problem with it, but apparently some people do. So in New York City, there's a performance artist by the name of Kevin Carpet. And why is he famous? Because he goes on the street of New York City with a carpet, lays on the ground and let people walk over him. I'm not kidding, ladies and gentlemen.
Do what?
Yes, he is Kevin Carpet. So he does this. He wraps himself in a carpet, lying motionless in public spaces, inviting strangers to walk on him.
How do you invite strangers to walk on you when you're laying motionless?
Well, because what he does.
Does he have a sign?
No, he does. If you look on our YouTube at Cold Sports TV, this is what he does. That's the carpet. He's laying down, and right now he actually somebody standing on him while they at a bar. This is what he does. There's actually a video on TikTok where a lady is walking, actually sees him on the ground, and tell people Kevin Carpenter's under there, and people either jump over him, walk over him, or actually stand over him and walk over and keep walking.
This is a thing?
Yes,
seriously?
it is. Yes. And this is what he said in his quote. It's not a fetish for me. I don't get off on it. It's a zen type state. I'm feeling the people, hearing what they're talking about. I'm looking down at everyone hanging out, and I just phase out of being a person. Because one person from the X said that this was, quote, perverted and sick.
It's just weird, man.
It's New York.
It's weird.
It's New York.
I'm one with the people, so I'm going to allow them to walk on me. Is there a weight restriction?
No, he apparently is not.
All right.
Because
All right,
in the
Johnny,
TikTok-
go make a trip.
I'll step on them.
I think you have fun doing that too, Johnny.
Hey, look, I'm going to New York on Wednesday. So I'll go up there and I'll
it's in Manhattan.
Little beeline and we'll go walk on them.
And videotape Johnny D stepping over Kevin Carpet.
Perfect.
That would be entertaining.
That would be very entertaining. So let's go ahead into entertainment with some positive. We have a mother and son who are graduating at the same time from college. Yes. His name is Kyle. Her name is Brandy. Kyle's 22 and his mother is 50 years old, and they're graduating from TCU. He is getting a master's in liberal arts, and she's getting an executive at NBA. So we want to say congratulations to Kyle and Brandon Fields on both of y'all receiving.
He got his master's at 22 years old.
Yes, he does. In liberal arts.
Wait, that's pretty common, J-Lo.
You think so?
Yeah, look,
I thought it
my
takes longer than 4
daughter is
years.
graduating, and she is she's only 21, right? So it
Wow.
only takes another year or two,
Sure.
maybe. So,
Oh yeah, but because you go to school
you
at
can
18,
get it at 22.
and then 20 when you're
Absolutely.
graduating and go to
By the
master's.
time I'm
next year.
done with 4
Well,
years
forget
of
about
college,
you.
I'll
I
be
mean, you're also
21.
working though, J-Lo. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to do your community college, work at 17 jobs all at the same time.
Yeah.
You're a little bit
Yeah.
different.
Well, that's right there was trending in entertainment. Pizza still reigns supreme in New Hampshire.
Yeah, forget about
There you
that,
go.
man. What a stupid poll. An absolutely dumb poll this morning. New Hampshire #1.
New Hampshire #1.
Number one.
New York 29th.
New
Out of
Hampshire
50 states.
had three food groups to choose from. That's all they did. They chose from seafood, pizza, and then a dessert. That's it. That's all that was on the poll for New Hampshire.
Ice cream.
I don't get it. I totally don't understand.
Yeah, this ladies
All
and
right,
gentlemen. That's why he's triggered.
That's how
It
I
ain't
want to
New
see the
York.
Bucks.
Help JD
It's not
understand.
New York.
It's fine. It's fine. Take it and run with it. You know what you can do with that poll?
Never mind. Let's go to break. Let's go ahead and go. Go ahead, Johnny.
Hour 1 of the books. Coming up in hour number 2, the best thing we saw for the weekend, the worst thing we saw for the weekend. Also some NFL news we want to get into. It's Morning Drive.
Here's a quick weather update from the News 3 First Warning Storm Team.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Mostly cloudy today with scattered showers, high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, and the wind will start to pick up as we go through the day. Tonight, mostly cloudy, that chance for scattered showers with lows in the mid to upper 60s. Widespread rain and a chance for storms tomorrow, just a soggy Tuesday, highs in the mid 70s and windy. For News 3, I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Have a great day.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why parents count on CHKD Sports Medicine, advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours. With convenient locations across Hampton Roads and a whole team of experts here to keep your favorite player at the top of their game. CHKD Sports Medicine. Learn more at chkd.org or call the CHKD Sports Injury Hotline.
Kova Painting. We don't just paint, we transform spaces. Visit kovapainting.com or call 757-550-7357 and mention the Sportsplex for 10% off of projects over $1,000.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever! The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Bacon cheeseburger for a limited time, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. Yeah, this is not the time to be modest. It's all full size for just $7. And there's bacon on that burger. The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Now for a limited time on the $7 meal deal lineup. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
What does happiness mean to you?
Being in the ocean with you, watching you catch super fun waves.
In Virginia Beach, happiness is breaking barriers and savoring the sunshine.
I couldn't pick a better place or a better person to be with. This is what makes me happy.
Happiness is going all out.
And taking it all in.
Here, happiness is whatever you make it. Find yours in Virginia Beach.
I grew up here. I know this town. I know the people here. More important, they know me. As a banker at Town Bank, we become part of the communities we serve. The people who bank with us, our members, know us. When you bank with Town Bank, you'll know your banker. You'll know you can reach us, and you'll know we're here for you.
James Catato tells us tonight there's a new team making new noise in the USL2 scene on the other side of the water.
Something special is brewing inside the walls of the Virginia Beach Sportsplex.
We're not here for moral victories. When we're on our day, we're a legit team.
See the stars of the future in pre-professional action at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. This combined
Fox Sports 1310. We are Fox Sports. This Fox Sports 1310 update is brought to you by
the Fox Sports 1310 mobile app. Don't forget you can take us anywhere you go with the Fox Sports 1310 app. Download us now via the Apple App Store or Google Play Store today. Good morning. It is 7 a.m. and this is your Fox Sports update. The Norfolk Admirals lost Game 5 in overtime 1-0 with 15 seconds remaining to the Trois-Rivières Lions. The game-winning goal came from Anthony Beauregard, assisted by Jacob Novak. Both goaltenders were incredible through regulation and most of overtime. For the Admirals, Milic had 33 saves, and for the Lions, Luke Kavalin had 31. The Norfolk Tides lost 7-2 yesterday. The fifth inning is where it went downhill for the Tides, giving up 4 runs. As for USL 2 soccer, Saturday night, Lionsbridge FC and Virginia Beach United drew 2-2. LBFC had a lead late until the 87th minute, where the hometown Portsmouth native Alex Moody scored an equalizer late for VBU. The two clubs took a point apiece after the draw. The OKC Thunder evened up their series at 2-2 after beating the Nuggets 92-87. SGA had 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. As for the East, the Pacers took a 3-1 lead over the Cavs after beating them commandingly 129-109. Pascal Siakam had himself 21 points. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310 AM, 1.9 FM, and always streaming live on YouTube at Cova Sports TV and live on the Fox Sports 1310 app. With Suave, myself, and Johnny D, it's time for the 7 o'clock hour.
Broadcasting live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310.
Or 2 on a Monday. Great to be with you. It's the Morning Drive. Light rain in the 757. Do we have a temperature check this morning?
65.
Is it 65 right now?
Yes, that's what it's showing right
Hold
now.
on a second. Got to
I
pull
got
up my app.
66 on mine.
65 degrees. High of 77 today.
Yep, I got that.
Playing the weather game today.
Now, I'm told on my app that it's an 88% chance of rain today. Is that correct?
Oh, yes.
All right.
This week it's going to be raining thunder.
For me, I got 24.
I'm talking about today, right?
Yes.
So today it's supposed to rain.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hopefully my wife is not listening because I brought that up in a conversation. She goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And I went, okay.
What did you do?
Okay.
What did you do, John?
What did you do?
Not me. It just came up in conversation.
You are as guilty as they come, Johnny.
Yeah. My wife, God bless her. I love her to death. She looks forward to proving me wrong. We'll just put it, which I give her a lot of, I give her a lot of opportunities to do so.
Don't they all?
Yeah. What do you know? Shut up.
Don't they all?
Shut up.
Don't they all?
Look at you. I mean, just shut up. Turn this microphone off, please.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a timeout, son.
Nope.
You got a 5-minute timeout.
Nope.
Yeah.
Suave,
We're going to be man up now for 5 minutes, right? You're in the box. You're in the box. Idiot. What an idiot. Don't they all?
That means, hey,
Mhm.
that means J-Lo got a girl on the side.
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe he does.
No.
Maybe that teller at the bank doesn't know she's J-Lo's girl.
Wow.
But she is J-Lo's girl. Great to be with you on a Monday. Hey, coming up in about 20 minutes, the boys will tell you their best and worst from the weekend. 7:45 this morning, got some exclusive audio on the negotiations between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers, how that went down. Some NFL news and notes to get you ready for the schedule release this week, as the leaks have already started. And then 8 o'clock hour, I'm told the scroll is in the 8 o'clock hour today.
Scroll.
All right. Did we let him know what hour?
Yes.
Or he's letting us know what hour?
We let
him know.
Okay, so we told him coming up at the 8 o'clock hour. That's spectacular. And then yours truly, I'll give you my best and worst of the weekend. Looking forward to NBA draft lottery tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I do get excited for that to see who will be the recipient of one Cooper flag.
That, and I just like seeing the drama. All of a sudden, you have the 12th team that's supposed to gets into the top 4 or something, and then you have the looks on the faces of the people that got screwed. Is just amazing.
Yeah, it's coming.
We thinking what? Philly, San Antonio, Washington Wizards. Think of those top 3 to get the number 1 pick.
I don't.
I can give you the odds. You really want to know the odds?
Yes.
All right. So the Utah Jazz have a 14% chance. The Washington Wizards have a 14% chance. The Hornets have a 14% chance. Then you got the New Orleans Pelicans at 12.5, which, by the way, a healthy Zion Williamson and a Cooper flag could be entertaining down in the Big Easy.
That's if Zion gonna stay with Pelicans.
Well, if he does.
Then
Philadelphia is at 10.5, so not bad.
Not bad.
Brooklyn Nets at 9. That would be pretty cool. Cooper flag at Brooklyn.
You ready for that kind of a crowd?
Sure. Why not?
Well, I can say Duke was fresh, but Brooklyn's different.
Yeah, but again, it's about expectations, right? Brooklyn does not have expectations.
Oh, absolutely not.
Toronto's at 7.5. San Antonio's at 6%. And Houston Rockets at 3.8, which, if you look at the NHL draft lottery, I think the Islanders were at about 3.5%, and they got the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the Houston Rockets? I'm telling you right now,
that's drama.
The NBA gods are looking upon us, and the San Antonio Spurs with the first pick.
So what time is it
in
today?
the 2025 NBA draft select?
What time is the
Cooper
lottery?
flag. It's tonight. Isn't it at halftime? Don't they normally have it at halftime?
I thought they normally had it pregame.
Is it pregame or halftime? Check it out.
Check that, because we definitely got to promote this. You see the drama of this. Who is Cooper flag going to go to?
Hold on. I've got a bookmark here because ESPN is doing an entire thing. Obviously, they are getting ready for all things NBA. Here's their countdown. All right, here we go. So, at 6:30 tonight, NBA Countdown, presented by Hennessy, by the way. That's spectacular.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's too easy.
Wow.
This is too easy. By Hennessy.
Yep.
Okay.
So you got your boy Stephen A. will be on there. Brian Windhorst will be on there. Malika Andrews. Shams will be on there. Then the draft lottery is at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. All right.
It is presented by State Farm.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Right. So you'll throw a little Jay Billis and Bob Myers in there for the draft lottery. Jay Billis knows all the college guys, so that makes sense. And then we've got a 7:30 tonight, game 4. The Celtics taking on my New York Knickerbockers. That is brought to you by Chipotle. Good to know.
Okay, so we have.
I go for a Chipotle bowl.
We have the
Can we change the
of,
NBA countdown,
sponsors.
pleze?
Why?
So now we brought by Hennessy.
Brought to you by Hennessy.
Can we
You're
change?
doing a little pregame.
Brought to you by
Right?
Hennessy.
You would think the 10 o'clock game between Minnesota and the Golden State Warriors is not presented by Chipotle. That should be brought to you by Hennessy.
Yes.
Right, a little late night action.
Or Cavassier, something.
But you need it.
That is your pregame. Your pregame is brought to you by Hennessy. There you go.
And then you're getting the Chipotle.
So you get food and drink. What a night.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful. And you gotta throw a little State Farm in there for protection.
For protection.
Look at what Warpath said.
Brilliant.
Warpath said, "Oh, Paulie is a sponsor."
Oh God.
Oh wow.
Could you imagine?
Unbelievable.
Oh my Lord. We don't need that.
So the 10 o'clock hour is presented by the morning.
Yeah.
Jump.
So 7 o'clock is your NBA draft lottery tonight. Okay.
Yes.
Now the NFL schedule release starts today.
Mm-hmm.
Where what was that? On NBC? I think on NBC and the Today Show, possibly.
That's correct.
They were going to start releasing some of the marquee matchups. Looking forward to that. Very quickly, go around the room. Commanders opening game. I've got a thought. I've got a theory. But what are you guys thinking?
I think it's going to be an NFC East matchup. I think it's going to be Dallas or it's going to be Philly.
You think right out of the gate, game one is going to be an NFC East matchup?
I do.
Okay.
I think it'll be Philly.
I believe it too because of the strength of one, Jaden Davis, the excitement's still going to be there. Mm-hmm. And then that Philly game was just a debacle for Washington, for us fans. So to be the first game to set the tone for the season and prime time.
Must win.
And just think about it is.
It's not a must win game one.
Yes,
it is.
No, it's not.
The reason why
anytime we play the
Eagles, they clearly said, the players said, y'all doing good. But remember, we're big brother. So if Washington was to come out in the first game and beat Philly in Philly at prime time, little brother beat
Washington.
Come on, or Washington. Just think about the tone it was set for the rest of the season that we beat the defending champions on game one to start the season.
And then what Warpath said, I agree with as well. It could be the Lions too. They would see that rematch potentially.
Maybe.
That would be a non-divisional.
I think here is my my thought. I'm thinking maybe Caleb Williams and the Bears.
You think so? It's possible.
I mean, you're thinking about prime time. Jada Daniels versus Caleb Williams and the Bears. Are the Bears on the schedule? I don't even know.
Yes, they are. It's back in Washington again this year. They're not flipping.
How great would that be? I mean, everybody is still talking about that Hail Mary, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about two of the faces of the NFL, a Caleb Williams, new vamped offensive line. Dog Pope. Maybe the Pope will be in attendance. Yeah. If Roger Goodell could get the Pope to show up for opening night of the NFL season, forget about it.
Yeah.
If there's one dude who could do it, it would be Roger Goodell.
Absolutely.
The NFL can't sell that?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, certainly.
Could they go play the Hail Mary over and over again and see what will happen?
All right. Hey, 7:13 of the program. If you're just waking up, just a very quick recap. Last night, Pacers a winner over the Cavs, 129-109. The Pacers lead that series 3-1. Donovan Mitchell will get an update on his ankle today. I got a feeling he'll be okay. He'll be ready to go for their next game. And then OKC, a winner over the Denver Nuggets, 92-87. See our boy, friend of the program, George Sedano, was doing that game. Yep. Not really sure what he was wearing. I'll need to text him today. Just ask him, like, do you go out on a limb on this? Does your wife help you out with picking out the attire on the NBA sidelines? Have you ever had an interest, J-Lo, on being an NBA sideline reporter or any type of sideline reporter?
No, I always tell people, what do you want to do? I'll do anything, whether it's play-by-play, whether it's sideline reporting, if I could just get into the business, yes. So, yes, absolutely. I've thought about it.
You've thought about it.
Same here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how good you are. Very quick. Going to put you on the spot. All right. I am. I'm Greg Popovich. All right. We've got the first timeout, the first media timeout, and my team is trailing by 10. How about this? I'm Tom Thibodeau, and the Celtics have just come out and banged about 7 threes. I'm already down 15 in the first quarter at home in game 3. All right. So we're going to kick it over to you. You get 2 questions. Sideline guy gets 2 questions. That's all you get. 2 questions to ask me. All right. Do you need to prepare for this, or are you ready to go?
Just go off the spot.
Okay.
Here
we go.
All right,
can we get a little mute? Do we have any crowd noise type of background music? Can we get a little crowd noise background music? Not bad. Not bad at all.
Sounds like rain.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah. So Suave here. You be Mr. Play-by-Play. You say, let's now go to Jack Lowe.
So we got Jack Lowe on the scene talking to Todd Thibodeau. Take it away, Jack Lowe.
Coach Thibodeau, they starting out Coach Thibodeau, they starting out the game really hot, multiple threes. How do you slow down their offense?
Play defense.
Play defense, and then you're missing a lot in the post. How do you get Cat to post up and make more of his shots? You need to get Brunson more involved?
That would be nice.
Thanks, Coach.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun.
It's not the easiest gig.
No.
It's got to be a two-way street.
I know it's not.
No,
that was fun.
Yeah.
I would love to do
You got to pivot.
I would love to do that.
So,
I want to try.
What I should have said, Coach Thibodeau, when are you going to shave off the hair?
no.
Oh, well,
you can't do that. You're done. You're off the broadcast.
Yep.
So we'll also do that tomorrow. I'll give you a day to practice. So we'll come back tomorrow after game 4 tonight.
Maybe it'll be a Missoula.
Oh, God.
Well, then we get Warpath on the line there. He'll give him Missoula.
Missoula would just do a stare down with you. That is for sure.
You dare ask me a question?
Hockey last night. Hey, look, hockey was entertaining over the weekend. Saw the Caps lost. That was not good. I did watch some of that Dallas Stars, Winnipeg. You know what also I took in over the weekend? I was at the gym yesterday, and they had some soccer action going on. What was there, a little Real Madrid?
Oh, Real Madrid.
Taking out Barcelona.
Yeah, Mbappe had a real nice goal.
Yes, he had a couple of goals. That was entertaining, man. I'll tell you, that's soccer on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
If you get that opportunity, check it out. But we brought this up in hour number 1. You were out at the Sportsplex on Saturday.
Yes.
Great event.
Yep.
Draw, tie. Does that piss you off, though, when it comes to soccer?
What, that you end in a draw?
Yeah.
It does,
Why
kind of.
are we not doing penalty kicks?
Yeah. I mean, well, everybody, basically any soccer league in the world, that's how they do it in the regular season, which is kind of frustrating. But I'll tell you, when it comes to playoff time, it's really interesting. I never realized how overtime works in most soccer games. So in the playoffs, because we ran into it in our playoff game, the first playoff game that we won last year, is you play 2 15-minute halves, and it's not golden goal. You don't end the game after one.
It's not sudden death.
Yeah, you play the entire 30 minutes, and then if you still don't have a winner, then you go to penalty kicks. Which we went to penalty kicks in our second overtime game. That was and we lost that. That was kind of sad, but
I think regular season you should go right to penalty kicks.
I think so too.
Forget about the
have a winner.
overtimes.
I think you do it like hockey, where both teams still get a point no matter what. So if you make it to penalty kicks, then you still get a point in the standings. And then if you win the penalty kicks, then you get the extra 2 points.
I'll even go a step further. I think it should be like hockey, where you dribble up and not have it a stationary ball. Right? Wow. And that way you could take out, and there are no fouls. Like the goalie has the right to just take him out if he can. How great would that be?
That would be awesome.
That would be spectacular. Hey, look, you can follow us on the X this morning at Drop John D. We will update the poll question coming up here in a second. You got a comment, drop it into the comment box this morning on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Let me scroll through some of these comments this morning. It's getting a little feisty this morning. Hank has chimed in. Pineapple, ham, pepperoni. Best pizza in history. Not really sure what that is.
Hawaiian pizza.
And then here we go again. Draymond is not close to being a Hall of Famer.
No, I don't know about that.
Maybe the Jackass Hall of Fame, but basketball, it's not the Hall of Famous or mid. By the way, Warpath says he's had several kids graduate with both degrees on Saturday.
Hey.
And then Gibbs chimes in. Draymond is walking into the hall. Need me to go over his b-ball resume again.
He has the accents in there too.
Wow. I will give Hank credit. He does use a lot of emojis on Facebook. That is for sure. And then Warpath chimes in, raise the flag in Washington. Could you imagine if Washington were to get Cooper Flag and put him with a Jaden Daniels?
Yeah.
The star power.
Yeah. Yes.
That'd be pretty incredible.
Because it ain't going to be no Kyle Kuzma.
No, it's not going to be Kyle Kuzma. Warpath thinks Lions at Commanders, 4:25 on Fox, week 1.
That would make sense.
Yeah, man, we good.
Hank believes Commanders at Eagles. Thursday night is the opener. And then
you were talking about yours.
Yeah, he agrees with my Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams is going to be in there. And then who's in that VBU soccer league? Newport News having a team is wild. Do you have the actual teams?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's like 30 teams in this league. And
There
it's
are
all
30.
over the country. It spans across the entire country. And yes, Newport News has had a team for a number of years. Actually, they have a huge fan base. They have every if you ever go to a Lionsbridge game, Johnny, if you ever get the chance to, I mean, it's incredible.
Okay.
And you get sold out.
Where are they located?
In Newport News.
They
play at CNU at Child Bank Stadium.
Okay.
And it's sold out every game. I mean, it is incredible the atmospheres they draw.
So I was so sorry, man. Yesterday I was telling people about it that no one knew that Virginia even had a soccer team.
Yeah,
knew that, and no one knew. I was asking.
You got to continue to promote it, man. Got to continue to promote it.
I didn't know about it, and so I started doing it last year. But VBU is kind of the newer kids on the block. They came around 2019, and so they're kind of starting because Lionsbridge has always controlled the area. So now VBU is kind of challenging them. They've came close a couple times, so that's kind of the origin, I guess you could say. It is exciting.
Yeah. Hank is also chiming in about his music. I don't know what's going on with Hank. He's becoming very demanding. Renaissance music. I'm not really sure what that means.
Don't we make the demands here?
I don't. No, obviously, we do not.
This is Hank.
This is Hank.
Who's going to be on Big Brother?
Yeah, I am looking forward to in the final hour his Big Brother experience at Rivers Casino on Friday.
And I thought I saw him in the newspaper. I was at 7-Eleven. I said Daily Press. It showed it. It was like the Big Brother. I said, wait, is that Hank?
No.
It was somebody else. I said, okay.
Could not be Hank.
Ain't going to throw the Daily Press.
Could not be Hank. How many women do you think Hank trolled while at the casino?
Oh, we got to ask.
What's 13, the over-under on that?
12 and a half?
No. We got to go up a little bit higher.
Yeah, a little bit
higher.
Got to remember, it was
20.
early. He had all day.
Exactly.
He was not going anywhere.
I mean,
he got there at about 8 o'clock in the morning. He probably left at 4 in the afternoon. Spent nobody in the casino at all and just trolled the entire day. That's all he did.
We'll go with 20.
All right. Good work. 7:21 coming up on the other side. The best thing we saw for the weekend, the worst thing we saw for the weekend. The boys will chime in. Also, we will update our poll question. Can we update the poll question going into the break there, Jayla?
Yes, we can. Our Pacer Payroll poll questions of the day today. Number 1, is the Knicks season done after Saturday? 60% says no.
Wow.
Nope, it's not. I'm telling you.
God bless you guys.
Knicks are going to win this in 7.
Wow.
Okay.
Hot take.
Wow.
Overreaction on a Monday.
There it is. Hot take.
All right. Poll question number 2 today. Is MSG the most overrated venue in the NBA? 100%, Johnny. Absolutely not.
Wow. Look at that. Got a lot of Knick fans this morning chiming into the program. I like that. They love their pizza too, despite your poll. Forget you.
29th.
Sounds good.
Out of 50 states.
Is that all we got this morning?
All we got this morning.
All right. So the polls are open on the X at Drive Kennedy. All right. 722. The best thing they saw this weekend, the worst thing they saw this weekend. Talking about J-Lo and Suave. That's coming up next. It's The Drive.
Fox Sports 1310 Traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Rapid Radios. Traffic is completely stopped heading north on 664 between 164 and Terminal Avenue. There's been a crash on 64 westbound, causing some delays between Greenbrier Parkway and the 64 HOV lane, as well as some congestion heading west on 64 between 15th View and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. And for those of you heading east on 64, we're also seeing heavy traffic between Settlers Landing Road and through Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. I'm Elena Begso on Fox Sports 1310.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that Infernal Revenue Service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
At Rush Soccer, our love of the game and the community we create doesn't stop when we leave the pitch or when the season ends. We are more than an individual player, team, club, or league. We are a truly global community of athletes, parents, coaches, professionals, and fans. We believe that youth sports and the pathway to a lifelong love of soccer have the power to form deep, meaningful connections that will fundamentally shape our players and those in our community. We believe that what we feel is the key to what we can achieve. Feel the pride. Feel the confidence. Feel the legacy. Feel the connection. Feel the trust. Feel the acceptance. Feel the purpose. Feel the difference. Feel the rush.
At Atomic Wings, we prioritize real chicken with fresh, all-natural, never-frozen ingredients, all packed with serious flavor. Order from over 15 awesome flavors at atomicwings.com.
Drive with Johnny D, along with Suave and J-Lo, on Fox Sports 1310 and live on Cova Sports TV.
Mid-26, welcome back. It is an Overreaction Monday. What do we overreacted to? The best thing you saw this weekend, the worst thing you saw this weekend. Hit us up via the Kellam Talk and Text line this morning. It's 757-497-1310. That is 757-497-1310. We will read your texts coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. All right. Again, the comment box is open on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Got a comment, drop it into the comment box. We will read it this morning. Hank has got a lot of comments. He did mention the dude, Miko, 9 goals this postseason, and Fuego. That the dude for the Stars, Dallas Stars he's talking about.
Yes.
Dallas had a great atmosphere for their hockey game, by the way.
Yeah, it's really surprising. They have a great hockey fan base.
I think they've got a good fan base in Dallas. I think Jerry Jones just ruins it for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised.
That's what I think. I mean, seriously, Cowboy fans are pretty passionate.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Star fans, they come out. I mean, hell, Texas won a World Series a couple of years ago. Nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean,
oh, man.
It is what it is.
Yeah. All right. You guys are ready to get to the best and worst that you saw this weekend?
Yes.
All right. Who would like to begin?
Go J-Lo.
Go with J-Lo.
I can go first.
By the way, Suave, did you notice in hour one, J-Lo referred to himself in the third person a couple of times?
Yes, I did.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
It's cool. It's all right, man.
Things are looking up, son.
Yeah.
Things are looking up for you.
That's right, J-Lo. You get big time.
A little bit of confidence.
Get big time now.
A little bit of arrogance. A little bit of Hennessy. You'll be all set.
All right, my best from the weekend.
Oh, boy.
Talking about Kyle Schwarber for the Philadelphia Phillies, Johnny. I think you probably saw he, after last night, has a 46-game on-base streak.
Wow.
He's been monstrous throughout the beginning of the season, also ranging back to last season. He's been very good, been getting on base, been getting walks, been getting on. And then last night, he had 2 home runs, one of them being a 2-run homer, and then he had a solo shot himself. So he's been very good. That was my best from the weekend. And then also all the boring stuff, the VBU, whatever. Yes, that was also my best from the weekend. But my one that I actually put some time into is talking about Kyle Schwarber. The Phillies are rolling right now. I'm glad to see it because they were in a little bit of a dark stretch there for a little while, but now they've beaten the Guardians. So it's good to see. As for the worst, telling Suave about it during the break. I kind of already talked about it, but the ODU broadcast Friday night, man.
Yeah,
that was bad.
Now let's clear this up though for those who are just tuning in. ODU's broadcasters did nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong with ODU.
We're talking about JMU sandbag.
This is all JMU.
They sandbagged the broadcast by not having the proper setup on their end.
Let it be known. It
Not
has
on our end.
nothing to do with our end or ODU. This is purely because JMU's thing was screwed up. And this is like 5 minutes before the broadcast begins. We're trying to figure out a plan, and we call into that phone. And it was just funny because we've complained about the phone line all year.
Yeah.
We have. And so as soon as I heard that quality for the first time, I'm like, oh no.
Yes.
Oh no. Because it was even worse. It was even worse than what we've had. I mean, you could set the audio level. You had to set it much lower because otherwise, if you had it up like we normally do, I mean, it's echoing, it's screeching, like it's.
But you know what? Andy is a professional.
Oh yeah,
and he powered through it.
Absolutely.
And we powered through it.
Absolutely.
And JMU sandbagged the broadcast.
And
but,
in return, they lose.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah,
JMU baseball's having a rough year. After last year, what did they go to the Super? They go to the Supers last year, or just the regular. I think they went to just the regular.
They had
regional.
Success in the tournament. I
They
know
did.
that. Yeah.
They did. They looked good last year.
Yeah, but I mean, ODU has not had the greatest year, but they definitely swept up on.
Here's the thing about ODU baseball, though. Let's give them a pass. You're playing how many games on the road?
I was gonna say you don't have a home stadium. You're playing at the Tides for your home stadium.
I think they were required to play 8 home series.
And that was the Norfolk Tides
through the Sun Belt that they're going to be playing at War Memorial.
I was to say at War Memorial.
Yeah, and at Harbor Park. So outside of that, man, midweeks, all that, they're on the road.
That's
they're on the road everywhere. God bless them.
That's a rough life for them. But yeah, that was my best and worst. Suave.
Oh yes, I got a couple for best. You know, I got to get shout out to my man Mello. Carmelo Anthony over the weekend. He spoke to the class, Syracuse class of 2025. You know, and I saw on the X people saying like, how can he talk to them? He didn't graduate. He left early. So, but you know, at least he actually come out and talk to the people who graduated from Syracuse. Yeah. I mean, he still is, well, if not the greatest one and done player out of college basketball was Carmelo Anthony. So that was kind of cool to see him go and talk to the class of 2025. And I'll hear what he said and how he recognized after basketball, and even at Syracuse, how he became a better person with, you know, basketball, being an entrepreneur and everything he learned from Syracuse. So, hey, shout out to Mello, speaking to the class of 2025 of Syracuse.
Would love to know, though, what did he really learn at Syracuse?
Not
you know what's so funny? So on the X, someone actually said the exact same thing.
I mean, what did you really learn?
They're like, you didn't even go to class
at Syracuse. Did you go to class? Mike Tirico would have been a better choice, probably, if you wanted somebody. But look, Mello, phenomenal basketball player, really good businessman as well. Right. So if you're talking about somebody giving a commencement speech and all of that, it's about real life experiences and what to expect and how to prepare for the real world. I don't get too up and all. I saw Youngkin did Liberty.
Yes, he did.
Over the weekend.
Yes.
There's been some good ones. My daughter and I were talking about this. Taylor Swift did NYU a couple of years ago. That was a big deal when she did NYU. It's good to see some of the celebrities coming out and doing it, which I think is cool. And hopefully they're not getting a paycheck for that. Like, you should want to do that. Giving back.
You should.
They're getting
giving back. You think so?
Yeah.
You think they're all getting a paycheck?
Mello is absolutely getting a paycheck.
I don't think so at all. No. I hope not. He's donated enough, though. I mean, the whole damn basketball facility is his name.
Pretty much. So why, exactly. That's a donation.
I think it's cool, though, when you get a pretty good commencement.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Absolutely.
That could come out.
Yep. And the next thing was on my best is I took a little in for NHL over the weekend as well. Just a little games to carry out the Florida Panthers. Took it to the Toronto Maple Leaf. And that call that the dude did, his name is John Forsland. The call he did for one of his baskets, it was a great call. This is why I want to do play-by-play, because when you have those type of moments where you can make a great call, those last for a lifetime. So I just want to play this call right here. This is a goal that was done by the Maple Leafs, and it was done by Mr. John Forsland. So let's take a listen to this. It's a great call.
Tavares, Nylander. Stick handle away from Tkachuk. Good gap by Ekblad. Bennett with Verhaeghe. Bennett drags it, moves it. He scores! What a goal! Sam Bennett brings the house down. 2-0, Florida.
And I just love that call because the thing he said was he drags it, moves it, he scores with a goal, bringing the house down. When I hear that just brings me back to some great calls. And I'm not going to lie, lately I've become a big NHL fan. I know it took a long time for me, but I can see why a lot of people love NHL, the excitement and being there. Even when I go to Admirals games,
You're not a regular season fan. You're not. You're an event-driven fan. You're a playoff fan.
It means a little more in the playoffs, so that's okay.
Suave's a fraud when it comes to being a fan of the NHL.
I just started.
You
so
just
technically,
started.
I'm not a fraud.
You're a fraud.
I never really paid attention to NHL.
You're still a fraud.
How?
Look, you're all about the playoffs. That's what it is.
Okay,
you're all about the playoffs.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
when the season starts, I'm gonna look at the season.
First off, you got to pick a team. Who's your team?
It was New York Rangers. I've been. I know. For when I was a younger, I guess I was playing NHL.
Why?
Because I was playing NHL on PlayStation. And for some reason, I love New York Rangers.
Okay.
Probably because of the colors and the uniforms.
Probably so, but yeah, I was a Rangers fan when I was a kid.
All right. Why don't you become a Capitals fan? It's got to go hand in hand with the Commanders.
I mean,
just go hand in hand with the Commanders. Become a Caps fan.
Don't be like me.
Right? Just go hand in hand. Yeah, don't be like him.
Well, ain't you a Flyers fan?
Who knows what he is? It depends on the day.
No, I'm a Flyers fan in hockey.
Okay, it depends on the day.
So why not be like you?
So why am I not a Capitals fan now?
I don't. We can't understand you. You're a Flyers fan. You're a Phillies fan. Yeah, you're not an Eagles fan. Yeah, you got an Eagles bumper sticker. See, we can't figure these things out.
There's so many questions.
A lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
There's only so much time in this segment.
All right, so that was two of my best right there, Mello, on the call. The worst. We talked about earlier, y'all. The Indiana Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Do y'all realize at the end of the first half, the score was 80-39?
It was bad.
That was the first half.
I know.
Yeah.
80-39.
Even the Celtics Knicks over the weekend. What was the score at halftime? I think the Celtics put a 70 spot up.
Yeah, but I think y'all a little bit closer than 39, won't y'all?
Oh, not much.
I mean, look.
Not much.
41 points you're getting beat by in the first half. This is I seen that guy say, you know what, Cleveland, good run. Kenny Atkinson, coach of the year, good run. But it's time for y'all to go.
Look,
it's time to move
this
on.
is why a lot of professional gamblers love to live bet. You can get a pretty good feel 5 minutes into the game. Like, does this team want to be there or not?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do they want to be there or not?
I don't think they wanted to.
No.
There's no way.
No.
And I see, so if you look at some of the plays, guys were left open for three. You want to run to at least try to mess up the shooter. They're just there and look at them, and they look at the ball go in, and they just go for what they're going to do. That was some of the most horrible defense in Cleveland play. And it reminds me of what you said, Johnny D. I don't think they wanted to play. I think they just wanted to get out Indiana and just go back to Cleveland. Mm-hmm. So that was one. And then number two, did y'all see what happened with the Cleveland Browns when Dylan Gabriel came onto the press conference?
Who?
Gabriel, the quarterback.
Oh, Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel.
This is a very funny story.
Yes. So what happened was one of the reporters of the Browns was caught in 4K, 8K on camera saying, I'm taller than him. Mm-hmm. Which put a bad taste in a lot of Cleveland fans' mouth because just a couple years ago, there was another reporter who called Baker Mayfield a midget. Mm-hmm. So when they see him call him a midget, and what happened over the weekend when he was how taller than him, fans of Cleveland was in an uproar. And it goes back to asking, if the Cleveland Browns is just a laughing stock right now.
So the problem is, Dylan Gabriel is up at the podium. And he's doing his presser at rookie minicamp and all that good stuff. And look, one of the knocks on him in the draft process was his height. Is he listed at 5'10"? Is he listed at 5'11"? Whatever it might be.
Yeah,
okay?
He's 5'11", but
so when he leaves the podium, it was one of the pressers to see him mouthing the "I'm taller than him."
Yes.
Where I don't even know how tall this guy is.
Apparently, he must be taller than 6 foot because the reporter name is Chris Estelin.
Okay, do we know how tall? What is the tail of the tape on him? Because if you say he's taller than him and he's 6'3", you're not saying much. If you're 5'8", then we got a little bit of a problem.
Well, I guess because Dylan Gabriel is listed as 5'10".
5'10" or 5'11"?
5'10", 5'11".
Okay.
So I guess Chris is 6 foot.
I want to know how tall the reporter is.
I was trying to find that.
That's the whole basis of the story. If the reporter is 5'9" and saying that I'm taller than a guy who's listed at 5'11", it's a little bit of a different story. If he's like me at 6'6", well, hell, you're going to be taller than a lot of people.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So that's the whole thing. And yeah, that's exactly what Cleveland needs. It's exactly what Cleveland has to deal with now.
Yeah, I mean,
but do we have a height check on
I'm
the
looking
reporter?
for it right now as we
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You would think all these stories, somebody would have a height check on the reporter.
I mean, they call him Baker Mayfield franchise in the NFL right now.
No.
You still put Dallas and Jets over him?
I mean, look, it all depends. Jets are still up there.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Aaron Glenn could say all he wants, and he could all have all these good things going on. The bottom line is that whole Aaron Rodgers situation puts you in a bad light. I've also got to put there's a couple.
Jacksonville.
No, I mean, Jacksonville. We'll see. I do give them credit for going outside the box with their GM hiring and their head coach hiring.
Mm-hmm.
They're going a little bit younger too, so we'll see. I mean,
Well,
he had
Carolina?
Or did he? Or did they? Is
What do
he
you
just
mean?
going to play defensive back?
No. He's going to be wide out.
He's
They're
gonna be both?
oh God, I saw videos of him just playing wide receiver.
Yeah.
The entire rookie minicamp.
Yeah.
Just in his short. He looks good in his shorts. They all look good in their shorts, right? So, all right, is that it?
That's it for my good and the bad right there.
All right, we got to find the height of the reporter.
I'm looking as we're speaking.
That's the whole thing that gets lost in this. Him mouthing that I'm taller than him, that's fine, but how tall are you? Well, what is the measuring stick? That's what I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
All right. 740 the other program. Straight ahead, some exclusive audio for you. So over the weekend, just want to know if this has ever happened to you guys, and it has to deal with dum-dums. Are you a fan of dum-dums, the lollipops? Are you a fan of dum-dums?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, well, guess what? There is one family who's really a fan of dum-dums. We'll talk about this story. That is straight ahead. 7:41 on a Monday. It's the morning drive.
Fox Sports 1310 traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Rapid Radios. Traffic is completely 64 between 164 and Terminal Avenue. There's been a crash on 64 westbound, causing some delays between Greenbrier Parkway and the 64 HOV lane, as well as some congestion heading west on 64 between 15th View and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. And for those of you heading east on 64, we're also seeing heavy traffic between Settlers Landing Road and through Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. I'm Elena Begso on Fox Sports 1310.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional
For any
5%.
athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why parents count on CHKD Sports Medicine, advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours. With convenient locations across Hampton Roads and a whole team of experts here to keep your favorite player at the top of their game. CHKD Sports Medicine. Learn more at chkd.org or call the CHKD Sports Injury Hotline.
Kova Painting. We don't just paint, we transform spaces. Visit kovapainting.com or call 757-550-7357 and mention the Sportsplex for 10% off of projects over $1,000.
What's up at DQ? Oh, just the best deal ever! The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Bacon cheeseburger for a limited time, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. Yeah, this is not the time to be modest. It's all full size for just $7. And there's bacon on that burger. The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Now for a limited time on the $7 meal deal lineup. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
What does happiness mean to you?
Being in the ocean with you, watching you catch super fun waves.
In Virginia Beach, happiness is breaking barriers and savoring the sunshine.
I couldn't pick a better place or a better person to be with. This is what makes me happy.
Happiness is going all out.
And taking it all in.
Here, happiness is whatever you make it. Find yours in Virginia Beach.
I grew up here. I know this town. I know the people here. More important, they know me. As a banker at Town Bank, we become part of the communities we serve. The people who bank with us, our members, know us. When you bank with Town Bank, you'll know your banker. You'll know you can reach us, and you'll know we're here for you.
James Catato tells us tonight there's a new team making new noise in the USL2 scene on the other side of the water.
Something special is brewing inside the walls of the Virginia Beach Sportsplex.
We're not here for moral victories. When we're on our day, we're a legit team.
See the stars of the future in pre-professional action at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. This combined season ticket special is for men's and women's. That's 15 games for just $100 for adults and $80 for youth. VBU has a brand new women's team that competes in the W League. Soccer fans, it's time to rally behind Virginia Beach United. Tickets are on sale now. Visit vbunited.com. Don't miss out on Virginia Beach United.
Looking for money talk? You can find it now on 97.3 HD2. You'll get the latest from Main Street and Wall Street from Bloomberg and The Ramsey Show. That's Money Talk on 97.3 HD2. Listen live, online, anytime at foxsports1310.com. With the best lineup in sports talk radio 24/7, 365. This is Fox Sports 1310. This is the Morning Drive with Johnny D on Fox Sports 1310 AM at 100.9 FM.
All righty. Yes, sir.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes. Schedule release 2025. We have our first game, boys. Yipper. NBC. Thursday night, September the 4th, 8:20. NBC at Peacock. Your Philadelphia Eagles, J-Lo, take it on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. He is back.
Disgusting.
He is back. That's what I'm talking about. Dallas in prime time.
Gross.
Does not get any better than that.
Dakota Prescott, number 4, QB4.
That's right, baby. And in fact, NBC put out the promo poster. There he is, baby. Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts.
Let's get it.
Gross.
Yes.
NFL right here.
NFL films.
Yes.
It's been released. A little backstory on this, courtesy of Adam Schefter this morning. Since 2004, 20 defending Super Bowl champions have played in the first game to open the season. Those teams have gone 15-5 in those games, including the Chiefs' 27-20 win over the Baltimore Ravens last year.
Yep.
How about that? Are we excited?
Yeah,
Are we excited?
I mean, yeah.
It's football.
It's
That's
football,
it.
but I mean, I just hate the idea of Friday morning we're going to wake up and either the Dallas fans are going to be going nuts or the Philly fans are going to be going nuts.
Yeah. Welcome.
Gotta love it, man.
And
Gotta love it.
And for some odd reason, there's just a feeling in me Dallas is going to find a way to pull this out.
Woo!
I think so too.
I don't know.
I think so too.
It's May 20. What is today's day? May 12th.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what we're doing.
Do we have odds on this?
Yeah, we got odds.
Thursday morning, we're going to be breaking out every scheduled game.
Oh, I bet you there are odds. Hold on.
Really?
You'd be surprised.
They just got announced.
Look ahead odds. Let's see the NFL. Let's see if the NFL pulls up any look ahead odds.
In 4 months in advance.
Let's see the NFL Super Bowl winning odds. All right, got those regular season win totals. Got those. We don't have games yet.
No.
Come on, I need an opening line.
No.
I'm going to Eagles laying 4.5.
I think they'll be laying like 5.5.
Okay.
By the time it kicks off.
Oh, by the time it kicks off, I don't know. It's going to shift around a lot.
Maybe 6 or 7.5.
By the way, the Chiefs are a plus 600 to win the Super Bowl, followed by Philadelphia at a plus 600, Baltimore plus 650, and the Buffalo Bills at plus 700. I'm excited about this, man. How about that? Your Dallas Cowboys.
Your.
That's what they're saying.
Your.
Dak Prescott is more of a primetime draw than Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders.
That's fine.
That's what they're saying.
I'd rather play on Sunday anyways.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that's what they're saying. So,
knowing our luck, they'll throw us in Monday night, the worst time slot. Well, I think Thursday night's actually the worst than Monday night.
So there you go. The NFL schedule, little bits have been released. Dallas opening up at Philadelphia Thursday night, September 4th. It all kicks off. Man, it's a beautiful thing.
Love how Hank says week 1 score of excuses will be extensive.
Yes, it will be.
The next one.
Yes,
Do you people know who Dak is? He don't win big games on the road versus good teams.
Oh. Well, look, we're about to find out.
Yes, we are.
How about that?
Come
NBC just going for the jugular right out of the gate.
I know.
God bless them.
Come on,
Good
Hank.
work.
The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Speaking of Cowboys, exclusive audio I was able to recover over the weekend. Obviously, last week, the big story, Jerry Jones going all in for one George Pickens and the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? And a lot of people think for the Dallas Cowboys, that has put them squarely in playoff contention. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, yeah, you may trust the process of what's going on in Pittsburgh, but a long trend of, hey, high profile, pretty talented guys shipping them off when they become head cases, right? That's
Yes.
Pittsburgh Steelers, who still don't have a quarterback. Well, here's some exclusive audio of how that negotiation went down. Take a listen.
So we'll give you George Pickens in a 6 for a 3rd and a 5th. Sound good? Yeah, sounds great. But just to be clear, you said his attitude problems aren't that bad? No, the media makes a bigger deal out of that than what it is. He's a good kid. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure, because you guys kind of have a history of getting rid of head case receivers right before they fully crash out or fall off the face of the earth. Oh, do we? I haven't noticed. I mean, yeah, Antonio Brown, Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, Martavis Bryant. Yeah, whatever. This one's different, I promise. George, you're a Cowboy now. Have fun. Hey, George, nice to meet you. Welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. You bitch. I want to fight you till you die. What the Just give me the ball and we won't have any problem. And remember, I'm open even when I'm not. Okay, but we also have CD who actually gets open. That guy, man. CD, DVD, MP3. All you need is MP me. Not sure I follow. Give me the ball or I will cause problems. So you did give us a problem child. Yeah, it's kind of what we do. Honestly, can't believe you fell for it. Don't worry, though. He's more of the throw temper tantrums and fight other players type of head case rather than the commit crimes and do drugs type. Well, that's good at least. So was his attitude why you got rid of him? Partially, yeah, but we also needed to make room for some other receivers we're bringing in. Who the hell are you bringing in this late in the offseason? Is Alan Lazard here yet? Oh, that makes sense. Not yet, Aaron. We're working on it. Well, hurry up, because we're not signing until he is. We know. Oh, and if you need Randall Cobb's number, I could pass that along too. We do not want that. Why are you willingly signing up for this drama? You just traded for George Pickens and you're lecturing us about signing up for drama? You're right, my bad.
There you go.
That guy's
exclusive
great. I've
audio.
seen his stuff before. He had a phenomenal one during the NFL draft, each team during the draft. And it's just everybody's slowly passing on Shador more and more. And he brings on Shador. Why are you guys passing? It's just phenomenal stuff. He's
Good
got
stuff
great
right
audio
there.
all the time.
Good stuff. So now you get George Pickens in primetime.
That's right.
Little
I didn't even think
primetime
about
George Pickens, baby, and the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I cannot wait until later in the week. On a Thursday, we will break down the entire NFL schedule.
Every game.
Absolutely.
Give
Every
predictions.
team.
Every team.
Every team.
Spread
every team.
predictions.
And in fact, I will go through the totals from Vegas, and I will let you know future betting which direction you should go.
Lazy radio.
Absolute
That's
lazy
what we're all about
radio.
here. That's what we're all about.
No rundown necessary for Thursday.
Just walk in. All
That's
right.
right.
First thing, Arizona.
We'll just take phone calls. My favorite team is Arizona. What do you think?
What do you
Boom.
think? Go ahead.
Done. Right? Done. My favorite team are the Chargers. What do you think? Done. Here you go. Take the over. Run with it.
Yeah, Baltimore first gonna call and say gonna do this, and
Under.
Lamar Jackson gonna go get MVP
Under.
again.
And I'm going to go under. Under Baltimore. Shame on them. Yeah.
Oh,
But good job by the NFL. Again, the NFL, tremendous work stealing the shine away from the Knicks Celtics coming up tonight, right? Took away the headlines.
of course.
Yeah.
You're telling me the talking heads, starting with Get Up and First Take and everything else, I guarantee you the first topic of conversation is going to be Dak Prescott of Dallas.
No question.
Taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
No question.
Yep.
All right.
And
So
George Pickens fighting Cooper DeJean.
now are we supposed to get any more releases this morning? I know NBC is doing the releases. Are you doing anything else outside of the opening?
No,
I'm
and
sure
they're
they'll
gonna
get
trick it
something.
down. Yeah.
All right. We'll keep you up to date on what's going on. Very quick before we go to the break. Did you guys see this story about Dum Dum Lollipops? This is an absolute tremendous story. A mother from Kentucky found herself in a sticky spot when her 8-year-old son got a hold of her cell phone. According to NBC News and ABC News, Holly LaFavors was left in shock after discovering that her son Liam had ordered around 70,000 Dum Dum lollipops via her Amazon account. She reportedly realized this on Sunday, May 4th, after she noticed a $4,200 charge from Amazon on her account. Quote, I just got paid, and so when I looked at my bank account, it was in the red. I just immediately panicked. I looked to see what was causing that, and I saw the $4,200 charge to Amazon. So I immediately looked over at Amazon to see what had happened. The single mother revealed that Liam, who was he's FASD and was adopted when he was 2.5 years old, wanted to have a carnival for his friends and use the lollipops as prizes. Okay. But apparently she left the app open on her phone. He got a hold of it, and boom, 22 boxes arrived at her doorstep of Dum Dum lollipops.
How does this charge even go through without like a text or something? Like $4,200?
Dude, $4,200 is nothing on Amazon.
Absolutely
nothing at all.
I
look,
feel for the mother.
First off, pretty cost effective. The lollipops, if you love lollipops.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting 77 boxes of
it is.
Unbelievable stuff.
77 boxes
of Dum Dums.
77 boxes.
I mean,
unbelievable.
You got Dum Dums for the next 20 years.
Now, look, she told GMA that they had also, so apparently she was able to get her money back.
Oh, okay.
She had talked to all these news stations. The mother's friends and family quickly stepped in to buy the boxes, with doctors' offices and local banks also purchasing them. See, there are some good people
that's good.
in the
Yes,
world today. LaFavors also revealed in a Facebook update on Sunday that she had finally been issued a full refund by Amazon as well. Funny stuff.
Wait a minute.
So she got a full refund.
Yes.
And people in the community offered to buy them off of her.
So she lost $4,200 to turn around and get $8,400.
Well, I guarantee you she's probably going to donate that to like a charity or something. You're not going to keep a profit off of this after you've been complaining about it to everybody. You ain't going to do that. You would do that? What's wrong with you?
If I $4,200 I lost, okay, and I got a refund back, and then people in the community want to help me, I'm kind of looking like this, like, that's $4,200, $8,400. Sing the song, money.
The best part is Liam apparently went outside to ride his scooter and started screaming, "My suckers are here," she told the show. There were just 22 boxes of suckers on our front porch. How would you love to be the Amazon driver? And you're pulling up going, "Oh, dear God, I got 22 of these boxes that I got to unload."
I would think if it's going to a business, that's comes to territory. But if it's going to a house, I'm like, somebody has a issue here. It's got to be something, because I'm going to a regular house and they're delivering 77 boxes of candy at this house.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, something going on. This might not be right.
Yeah. Kirk Vashaw, the CEO of Dum Dums, put that on a business card. Quote, "We are excited to hear about such an enthusiastic Dum Dums fan. We love that so many people jumped in to offer to buy the extra cases, and that the family was ultimately reimbursed. We'd also like to offer Liam a job interview in the next 10 to 15 years. So good work out of that. Right? So they got a job interview.
Hey.
That's good stuff, man.
Comment.
How would you love to be the CEO of Dum Dums? That is your title.
Awesome.
I'm a manager of Dum Dums.
There's so many ways I could go with this, J-Lo.
Yes.
But I will not. Sometimes it's just too easy. So I will refrain from any further comment on this one. Okay, hour 2's in the books. Coming up in hour number 3, some more NFL news and notes. The latest quarterback competition in New Orleans. We'll get into that. The takeaways from Commanders rookie camp.
Hey, comment. That's
I know, that's about Hank. And the scroll of Cowboy fan Hank. It's all still to come. It's the morning drive.
Here's a quick weather update from the News 3 First Warning Storm Team.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Mostly cloudy today with scattered showers, high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, and the wind will start to pick up as we go through the day. Tonight, mostly cloudy, that chance for scattered showers with lows in the mid to upper 60s. Widespread rain and a chance for storms tomorrow, just a soggy Tuesday, highs in the mid 70s and windy. For News 3, I'm meteorologist Miles Henderson. Great day.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina. We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us, and the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
I'm Dr. Mark Cardelia, orthopedic surgeon and surgical director of the CHKD Sports Medicine Program. We see a lot of knee injuries in student athletes these days, and many of these are ACL tears. Parents often ask how to know when a knee injury may be serious. The most obvious symptom is severe pain or swelling in the knee joint. Your child may have heard a pop when the injury occurred. Look for signs they can't put weight on the knee around 48 hours after the injury, or if the knee feels unstable or wobbly. Those are all signs you should see a CHKD sports medicine specialist. Our sports medicine physicians, surgeons, athletic trainers, and physical therapists understand the needs of growing athletes and tailor treatment to fit each child's age and level of activity. Our goal is to accurately diagnose the problem in a timely fashion and provide the treatment that will ensure a safe return to activity. Kids want to play, and we want to help them get back in the game. To learn more, visit chkd.org. Sports medicine at CHKD. We're more than a hospital.
1310 WGHAM Newport News and WVSP-FM HD2 Yorktown. This is Fox Sports 1310. We are Fox Sports! This Fox Sports 1310 update is brought to you by
the Fox Sports 1310 mobile app. Don't forget, you can take us anywhere you go with the Fox Sports 1310 app. Download us now via the Apple App Store or Google Play Store today. Good morning, it's 8 a.m. It's time for the Power Hour, and this is your Fox Sports update. The Norfolk Admirals lost Game 5 in overtime 1-0 to the Suave Lions. The game-winning goal came with 15 seconds remaining in the first overtime from Anthony Biergard, assisted by Jacob Novak. Both goaltenders were incredible through regulation and most of overtime. For the Admirals, Milic had 33 saves, and for the Lions, Luke Kavalin had 31 saves. The Norfolk Tides lost yesterday 7-2. The fifth inning is where it went downhill for the Tides, giving up 4 runs. As for the USL League 2 soccer Saturday night, Lionsbridge FC and Virginia Beach United drew 2-2. LBFC had a lead late until the 87th minute where the hometown Portsmouth native Alex Moody scored an equalizer late for VBU. The two clubs took a point apiece. The OKC Thunder evened up their series at 2-2 after beating the Nuggets 92-87. SGA had 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. For the East, the Pacers took a 3-1 lead over the Cavs after beating them 129-109. Pascal Siakam had himself 21 points. It's the Morning Drive with Johnny D, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310 AM, 100.9 FM, and always streaming live on YouTube at Cova Sports TV and live on the Fox Sports 1310 app. Straight ahead, it's time for the Power Hour. The one and only Scroll of Hank stops by with myself, Johnny D, and Suave. Let's get to it.
Live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios, the official home of the Hampton Road sports fan. It's the Morning Drive, powered by Cova Sports TV on Fox Sports 1310, along with Suave and J-Lo. Here's your host, Johnny D.
Here we go, final hour.
Yes.
We like to call it the Power Hour in the program. It's the Morning Drive. Yours truly, Johnny D, Suave, J-Lo. Fox Sports 1310 AM, the Fox Sports 1310 app. The polls are open, by the way, on the X at Drive Johnny D. On Instagram, on Morning Drive Johnny D. And, of course, the comment box. You got a comment, put it in the comment box on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We greatly appreciate it. A lot of feedback this morning, so keep it coming. Coming up in about 20 minutes, yours truly will give his best and worst from the weekend that was. We'll get you ready for the draft lottery tonight. Also, the Overreaction Monday texts. If you'd like to hit us up via the Kellam talk and text line, 757-497-1310. That's 757-497-1310. Also looking at the odds for tonight for the NBA playoffs and which way am I leaning, since I've been very, very, very good the last week or so. Been on a little bit of a heater. I could tell you early, it opened at 5.5. It's up to 6.5. The Boston Celtics. They may hit that in the first 35 seconds. Just letting you know. This might be a live bet opportunity tonight.
I think
Just
so.
putting it out there. Okay. We told you in hour 2, the NFL has released game 1. That would be your Dallas Cowboys taking on J-Lo's Philadelphia Eagles. Thursday night, September the 4th, 8:20 on NBC and Peacock. And, of course, if we got to get some Cowboy reaction, we got to get some scroll. Ladies and gentlemen, he is back.
3, 2, 1. Time to open the scroll.
I'm glad to see that he dressed up for the occasion this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, he has returned from his tryout. Can't wait to get the feedback. One and only scroll with Cowboys fan Hank this morning. Good morning, Hank. Wow.
Whoa.
What are we doing this morning, Hank?
Looking like Mickey Rourke the wrestler.
I had to let my hair down, man. They announced
Can you not?
America's team. Don't forget it on Thursday Night Football. So, I mean, I don't know why anybody's surprised. I thought maybe Washington, but you could never go wrong with the Cowboys in primetime. Let's just admit it.
Well, I can tell you one thing you could go wrong with. Can we put a beanie on or something? This is very distracting right now. If you don't mind, please. Did you get any swag, by the way? Thank you. Any swag from the event on Friday?
Yeah, they gave away a
swag?
T-shirt. I'm not sure it's one. It might be here. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you. It's the Big Brother tryout. Here, I don't know.
Okay, so they gave you some
casting call.
Okay.
Big Brother. It's got a WTKR 3 on the front.
Look at you.
It's a nice color. Be honest.
It's a great color. You will be wearing it often. You could have found a hat. I know you like to grab some freebies. No hats?
That's all they gave away for free, man. So that's all I came home with.
Sorry,
I got some pictures. They had that Coast Live. You had to sit through that. So I got a picture with the co-host.
You had to
April
sit
Woodard.
through that. So take us through the actual. I do want to talk Cowboys here in a second, but take us through the actual interview, tryout process, whatever you had to do.
Well, after the show was over, they started calling people about 10 minutes after 10. They call them in groups of 10. You go up, there's, I think, 4 or 5 booths with the camera, individual camera. They give you a microphone, and you just tell them who you are, what you do. why you want to be on there, something that people might find interesting about you, and I said that I hang off high-rise buildings. That was my thing that I talked about being most interesting.
Okay.
I talked about how it's strategic and how I could probably fly under the radar, trying to throw things up in it that they might find intriguing, but I'm just a 59-year-old honky, so I don't.
Did you let them know that I am a 59-year-old honky who likes cats?
I brought up the cats. I I kind of ran an unincorporated rescue, and that was my thing, and that I kind of latched on later in life. You try to have some personality. You try to be kind of excited. You don't want to be you want to have some enthusiasm about yourself. So. I mean, I did the best I could. That's all I can say. Like I said, I go in it thinking I got zero chance. So if I don't make it, I'll be all right.
So what were next steps? A callback? Like, how quick could you receive a
Within
callback?
a week. They said you should, but I'm giving them 10 days. So I figured if I haven't heard from them by Monday, when I haven't heard from them by next Monday, I can just go on about my business, which is fine.
So you're just going to leave it at that. You're not going to try to get on social media, troll some of the members of the selection committee, nothing. We're just leaving it.
I pre-trolled. Of course you did. I put out, I tagged CBS Big Brother and a couple of stuff like that before I went in, and took some pictures of myself and threw it up there, beforehand. So, I ain't post-troll. I've made my speech. I've done what I'm supposed to do, and I'm if I get a call, that'd be wild. But like I said, I'm not expecting.
All right. Well, look, good work out of you. You checked that off your bucket list.
I thought I did a pretty good job, giving you guys some feedback,
sure you did.
Some content. That was the whole
idea
too.
You did. How many women did you troll throughout the event? Let's be honest.
I probably talked about 4 or 5 different women, but I talked to a guy who was he's gay. Okay, can I say it? He was a nice guy. I like what I try to do is incorporate myself into a big group of people.
Just say diverse.
Diverse. You can have. Yeah, you never know when you have a plant in there who's watching you and watching people and see how they interact with people.
Sure.
So I took pictures with several different varieties of.
There you go. There you go.
We're not talking about ice cream flavors.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Ice cream flavors and then some. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Did you gamble at all at the casino? Nothing.
I ain't got y'all's kind of money, man. I ain't got
kind of money.
They got our kind of money. Wow.
I don't work for y'all's company, man. I struggle. I struggle for my funds. I've been out for a little bit with my knees, so I ain't really gonna be kicking it out there like that.
Okay.
I'm comfortable, but I'm not stupid.
Okay. All right. I got you. What else is on your mind on this Overreaction Monday?
Well, the Cowboys are a 7-point underdog, just in case y'all. I saw it on Breakfast Ball.
Nice. There it is. 7-point underdog.
So basically, what I'm seeing is that we're gonna open up 0-1, and as soon as our quarterback has a bad game and throws the interception, it's gonna be because George Pickens ran the wrong route. It could be some butt kicking in the locker room after the game because again, Schottenheimer made the mistake of putting Micah beside Dak. And Pickens again. Look, man, I'm so happy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm so happy that we're gonna face the Eagles and all that hype. Okay, everybody's gonna be healthy. Ain't gonna be no injuries. Ain't gonna be no excuses. So I'm pumped up, man. I can't wait. Yeah. I'm gonna have to come in that Friday. I might have to be in studio because. It's gonna be fun.
I'm glad you're giggling.
I can't hardly.
Nobody else here is giggling.
As much as I was pushing for Washington, because I figured you think about it, you figured they were going to throw an NFC Championship rematch or the Chiefs because they're also on the schedule. But I mean, you cannot go wrong with the Cowboys. Let's be real. The ratings is going to be through the roof.
It's going to be through the roof, man. The return of Dak. A little George Pickens action, Brian Schottenheimer on the sideline, and of course your Super Bowl champs with Jalen Hurts. Can't go wrong.
AJ Brown gonna read this time.
Here we go. There's gonna be another excuse. All right, that rookie guard that we got, he got to open up with Jalen Carter, y'all. He got. Talking about a nightmare. But look, you've got all summer to prepare. Okay, that's the one advantage I think that the Cowboys actually have because they got to incorporate all this newness, right? So they've got I think we opened up with Cleveland last year, and they just didn't have a very good team. But what I did notice about that game was that we totally avoided Myles Garrett. We got Dak out of the pocket. We made some rollouts and stuff like that. Look for that same thing. I'm already breaking down the game. That'll tell him I'm ready to roll. Actually overlooked even talking about logo today, just because as soon as y'all said Cowboys and Eagles, I almost flew off the handle, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. So one thing I did want to get into though, man, the Derek Carr retirement, is that suspicious to y'all? Have y'all thought about this at all?
Well, what do you mean? Is it suspicious?
What do you mean?
Well, if he'd have retired before the draft, you don't think they'd take Shador at 9?
I don't know. I think he had talked about this whole offseason. He was dealing with some injury issues. I don't know if he tried to work his way through it. Look, they got a guy that they wanted to get anyway in the Tyler Shuckgood that they loved coming out of Louisville.
And that dude is 37 years old, man. He's been in college for 22 years.
He's 26 years old. He's older than Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But he's coming out of a pro-level, pro-ready type of offense.
Come on, man. Do you honestly believe that?
Do you honestly believe that the Saints were going to be the only team in the NFL to draft Shador Sanders in the first 5 rounds?
I do if they'd have known Derek Carr was going to retire. I certainly do. Yeah.
I think they probably would have moved up to get somebody else, not Shador Sanders.
All right, here's what I think. I think happened. I think Kellen Moore told Derek Carr to keep it quiet after the draft so they wouldn't face a bunch of, backlash about not taking Shador, knowing that he had retired.
Could you blame him? Could you blame him?
No. That's why I think that's what happened. I honestly think that they went that Kellen Moore went to Derek Carr and said, "Look, man, if you're going to retire, just keep that junk on the down low until after the draft, because we don't want a bunch of heat coming our way." And
look, if Kellen Moore did that, then he's smarter than I thought.
Well,
who wants to deal with that?
I agree, 100%. That's why I think it's very feasible that that's what happened. OKC Denver game yesterday. I actually watched like 4 minutes of it. I don't know if it's.
I thought you don't watch the NBA.
I don't, but it won't nothing on yesterday. No. So I was sitting there going, and Jamal Murray. I tell you what, people talk about how good he is. He looks slow. He looked like he eating an extra box of donuts every week.
Oh, why are you taking a shot at Jamal Murray?
And to be honest with you, OKC's bench outscored Denver 35-8. That's the difference in the game. Okay. So, and nobody will bring that stuff up. I don't know what Shea went for. I don't think I'm sitting there watching Jokic jack up 3-pointers when it's 78-74. I'm like, what? This is the stuff that I'm talking about. Get your giant European butt down low and give me a bucket from 6 feet in. But he's trying to beat people off the dribble. I'm like, feed the post. Let's play some basketball.
You don't feed the post anymore in the NBA.
I know, but that's the problem, Johnny.
That's not the problem.
It is.
The majority of NBA fans do not want to see Hakeem Olajuwon and Patrick Ewing and Dikembe Mutombo and Alonzo Mourning, guys getting fed into the post, and it's just back it in. We don't like it when we see with the guards.
Backing it in. I'm not talking about that, man. Come on, man. You know, if we had some form of it was what I don't even know what the final score was, but they didn't score a whole lot of points. So if you took the under, you had it made. No. But you trying to tell me it's 78-74? I don't want my 7-footer who's crafty around the basket to catch a ball from at 6 to 8 feet down low and work. I want him to try to take the guy off the dribble.
It's what the defense is dictating. Look, in the NBA and even in college, you're trying to get paint touches. You're trying to play inside out is what you're trying to play. OKC's got some bigs that could actually defend him a little bit of the post.
And Jokic is a great passer.
Correct? He's a phenomenal passer.
So what I'm trying to say is instead of trying to take the guy at 7 foot off the dribble from the freaking 3-point line, get the ball down low and let him work. Then maybe work it out to a 3-point shot. But that's why I hate the NBA.
All right.
You're making my point for me. I can't stand it because it's just bad basketball to me.
All right, Hank, we got to roll. We will talk to you tomorrow, my friend.
Yeah, man. I am excited, man. I can't wait. Oh, man. the scroll of excuses is going to explode that Friday, man. It'll be like, oh, everybody but Dak is going to be the reason why we lost. Mark it down. It's going to be all over the place.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the scroll of Cowboy fan hang. Thank you very much. How about that? All right, 8:19 on the program. Speaking of Derek Carr, four-time Pro Bowler, 41,000 passing yards, 257 touchdown passes, finished third in the 2016 MVP voting, multiple seasons leading the league in passing yards, TDs, and completion percentage. Consummate pro, 11 NFL seasons, Hall of Famer.
Derek Carr?
Yeah.
Derek Carr?
I'd say no.
No.
Wow.
Not
Really?
Not first ballot at all.
Not at all. Not first ballot.
Not
at all.
first ballot.
Okay. All right. So now the leader in the clubhouse for the starting job is
Tyler Shuck.
Got to be Tyler Shuck, right? It's not going to be Spencer Rattler.
Not Jay Hayman?
No, I don't think so.
And don't even bring up Taysom Hill.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think he's here.
He's still with the team?
He's not even there, I don't think
even
anymore.
know.
Yeah.
No, he's not even there anymore.
Yeah.
And he's not playing quarterback anymore. That experiment, we're done with that experiment. We're not dealing with that anymore. Okay. But yeah, that's what New Orleans is dealing with, which means that guy is still out there. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes. I was asking
He's still out there.
When he was talking to him, I was trying to pull the audio because RG3 talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another guy RG3 said they should go after if they don't get that guy.
Who's that?
Mr. Famous Jameis Winston.
Well, they're talking about a trade.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, the Giants have a lot of quarterbacks on the roster.
I mean, the Giants can afford to give up a quarterback. Cleveland can afford to give up a quarterback.
Cleveland can afford to give up. If they could trade Pickett or somebody.
We will see. All right, 8:20 on the program. We'll take a timeout. Coming up on the other side, we will update the poll question. Also, the best and worst for the weekend. Yours truly will chime in, and we'll get you ready for the draft lottery coming up tonight. It's the morning drive.
Fox Sports 1310 traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Rapid Radios. Heading east on 64, we're seeing some heavy traffic between Settlers Landing Road and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. There's been a crash on 64 westbound, causing delays between Greenbrier Parkway and the 64 HOV lane, as well as some congestion heading west on 64 between 15th View and Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. And for those of you heading north on 664, expect slow-moving traffic between 164 and Terminal Avenue. I'm Elena Vegso on Fox Sports 1310.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there, because here you are more. One Life Fitness.
As a banker at Town Bank, we believe that people bank with people, not with banks. You're looking for an actual personal relationship, and that's what you get at our bank. You get that person that gets to know you, gets to know your business, is there for you. I think that is what motivates us, what drives us, and the idea that we are trying to serve others and enrich lives, I think is very true.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
I'm Dr. Mark Cardelia, orthopedic surgeon and surgical director of the CHKD Sports Medicine Program. We see a lot of knee injuries in student athletes these days, and many of these are ACL tears. Parents often ask how to know when a knee injury may be serious. The most obvious symptom is severe pain or swelling in the knee joint. Your child may have heard a pop when the injury occurred. Look for signs they can't put weight on the knee around 48 hours after the injury, or if the knee feels unstable or wobbly. Those are all signs you should see a CHKD sports medicine specialist. Our sports medicine physicians, surgeons, athletic trainers, and physical therapists understand the needs of growing athletes and tailor treatment to fit each child's age and level of activity. Our goal is to accurately diagnose the problem in a timely fashion and provide the treatment that will ensure a safe return to activity. Kids want to play, and we want to help them get back in the game. To learn more, visit chkd.org. Sports medicine at CHKD. We're more than a hospital.
Curse, I want to say blank this and blank this. I'm high on the Knicks. That's like how I feel. High on them, not like high.
You're listening to Jason Smith with Mike Harmon. Weeknights 10 to 2 a.m. on Fox Sports 1310. Live from the OVM with Annie Mac Home Mortgage Studios, it's the Morning Drive with Johnny D on Fox Sports 1310 AM and 100.9 FM.
Great to be with you. 8:27 this Monday morning in the 757, 68 degrees. The polls are open on the X, by the way, at Drive Johnny D. J-Lo, if you don't mind, can you update our poll question? And I want to get to some of the comments in the comment box. My best and worst from the weekend that was, and then we'll talk a little NBA draft lottery as well.
Yes, Pacer Farrell poll questions of the day today. Number one, is the Knicks season done after Saturday? 66% now says yes, John.
Yes, I told you.
Now the realistic
the Boston fans are waking up.
That's what it is. Than the New York fans.
New York fans wake up really early. Yeah. Pretty optimistic. Now the Boston and the rest of the NBA fans are waking up this morning. Mm-hmm. They're going, hell no. The series is over.
Yeah, more and more are starting to wake up now, too, for the second poll question. Is MSG the most overrated venue in the NBA? 55% says no. 44% says yes.
Yeah, they woke up.
Yep. They woke Catch it up quickly.
Our final Pacer Farrell poll question of the day today. Are you excited for the NFL season opener between Dallas and Philadelphia? 83% says no. 16% says should have been Washington.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So Commander fans are actually a little bit ticked off.
A little bit.
That the Commanders are not going to be in the opener.
I'm perfectly fine with it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
A win is a win. A win is a win.
That's all we got.
Okay. That's it. All right. The polls are open on the X at Drive Johnny D. Let me get some of the comments this morning. Waterboy has chimed in this morning. The hell this dude talking about? I think he's referring to Hank's take on the NBA playoffs. I think so. Hank believes Derek Carr, obviously Hall of Famer. Look at his stats. Warpath, nah. Then Hank has a not so nice comment about somebody's mama. I'm not going to get into that.
Good God almighty.
Hank is talking to Jameis to the Saints.
Yep.
Warpath never understood the love for Carr.
I never did either. He never really. What was the most he ever did in the playoffs?
Yeah, but again,
I think he told him
is it really his fault?
Not entirely.
Or the organizations he was with just not surrounding him with anything.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
It's one of the problems in the NFL, man. These guys are quarterback. You can put up some numbers, but if you got nobody to throw to and nobody to run and nobody blocks for you, guess what?
You're on the island.
Yeah. I mean,
you are the team.
How good are you going to be? Also, Hank says Carr played for some dysfunctional teams. Yes, he has.
Warpath.
And Warpath, he's cool with the opener. Of course you are. You don't want to play Philadelphia in the opener. What's wrong with you guys? Why would you
I
want to
don't
play
care.
Philadelphia in the opener?
I just don't want to play Thursday Night Football.
Like I said, a win is a win. I don't care who we play.
Yeah.
We don't play an opener, fine. As long as we win week 1 and keep winning.
Yeah, that's all you want.
Yeah.
You want a cupcake to start. You want a softie. You want a little Charmin right out of the
It's
gate.
like Alabama taking on Akron Community College.
Somebody, right?
Something,
Just kind of a warm up to get you ready. That's what you want. All
We
right.
know
So,
in the NFL, any given Sunday can happen.
Yeah.
Carolina won games.
gotcha. Hey, by the way, so you got a comment, drop it into the comment box on YouTube at Cova Sports TV. All right, 8:30 on the program. My best and worst from the weekend.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let me start with the best. Number one, I discovered a new channel over the weekend that I was very excited about. And it was on, you guys have a Samsung TV. You know, Samsung's got their own like television guide.
Yeah.
Okay. This just popped up over the weekend. The David Letterman channel.
He's still around?
No. It's just his channel of old David Letterman episodes.
Wow.
And top 10 lists where I found myself just going down a rabbit hole for a good hour and a half of watching old David Letterman clips.
Nice. Did it have the clip with Andy Kaufman and Jerry Lawler?
I didn't see that one.
Man.
But I also watched, I guess, God, who was it? Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Won the Mark Twain Award for humor. And he was honored at the Kennedy Center. And David Letterman gave him the honor because, you know, obviously Conan O'Brien with late night and everything else, which was pretty cool. But I was happy for a brief glimpse after the Knick game. I was happy. I found a little joy in my Saturday afternoon.
Nice.
That number one. Number two, Patty Mahomes. I'm not a fan of Patrick Mahomes for obvious reasons. Because he continues to beat my Buffalo Bills in the postseason. However, I do applaud him for the fact that Chiefs superstar quarterback Patty Mahomes announced that he is donating custom jerseys to 15 high schools across Texas for next season. He has partnered with Adidas on the project as he continues to give back to his hometown by spending a lot of time and money there. So good for him.
Yeah, that's
now,
good.
now look, is Patrick Mahomes diving into his pocket? No. But he is working with Adidas, who is his sponsor, to help out some of those high schools in need back in his home state of Texas. Yeah. All right. So those were the best that I saw for the weekend. The worst that I saw for the weekend, let me just go through this real quick. Number one, the Rockies, shame on you. Yeah. I mean, look, did you expect Bud Black not to get fired after you lost a baseball game 21-0? Right? They are the worst team in baseball. And to put up such lackluster effort. Granted, they don't have a roster. I get it, but you got to be better than that.
Is that like the worst beating in NFL?
I don't know. It's got to be right up there, bro.
Jeez, 21-0 in a baseball game.
Yeah. Quote, the owner of the Rockies said, "Our fans deserve better, and we are capable of better." I hope so.
I mean,
21-0. That's really bad. All right, so that's number one. Another thing that I saw over the weekend that I'll put on my worst. Hold on, I got to find it. How about the Rays had their first ever rain delay after playing in Dome Tropicana Field for all of 27 years of their existence? They had their first rain delay and decided to give away commemorative ponchos to their fans.
Wow.
What?
First Rays rain delay brought to you by Budweiser. Good work out of the Rays.
Budweiser.
And anything to capitalize. The Rays have found a way. Nobody goes to the games. However, we're going to give you a poncho if you do for our first ever rain delay. All right. Another thing that irritated me, and I was going to get to this as the another installment of Help JD Understand. Mitchell Robinson.
I knew it.
Look, I'm watching the Knick game. This dude is horrendous at free throw shooting. But to make it worse, they go to social media, and whoever is monitoring the Knicks social media says, "Hey, this is bigger than the game." And it shows the Knicks fans trying to encourage Mitchell Robinson hitting a free throw. He's not 8 years old. This isn't Great Neck Rec basketball. This dude makes millions of dollars playing professional basketball. Considered one of the greatest athletes there is playing professional basketball. We're applauding a guy who can't even hit the rim on a free throw in a playoff game where fans have spent over $900 a ticket. It is not bigger than basketball. You're a grown-ass man. Hit a free throw. It ain't that hard. Shoot him underhand. I don't give a rip. For God's sakes, is this what the Knicks have become? That we're applauding a guy who's making multi-million dollars for hitting the rim on a free throw? Dude's got all the resources. You got all the tools. You got all the trainers, all the experts, all the analytics, anything you need to help you shoot a freaking free throw. You're a professional basketball player. I don't understand. I don't. Shoot him with your left hand at this point. I don't give a crap.
Granny style.
Hot damn. Yeah, we go to social media. Let's applaud him. He's trying. Some things are just bigger than the game. No, they're not. Hit a damn free throw. Or get him off the court. Get him off the court. You are a liability. I don't care what you are to pick and roll. I don't care the fact that you could protect the rim. Hit a damn free throw. How much money is Mitchell Robinson making a year? Go ahead, humor me at this point.
It doesn't even matter.
Humor me at this point.
Go ahead, Jay.
Just humor me at this point. I guarantee you he ain't making $14 an hour.
Oh, no, he's not.
Hit a damn free throw.
4 years, $60 million.
$60 million!
You lose.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, sir.
And then whoever the schlupp is monitoring the Instagram for the Knicks. Some things are bigger than basketball. No, they're not. We got to win a playoff game. We're at home against the Celtics. All right? $60 million, and we're giving you a standing ovation for you hitting a free throw. What's wrong with us? God help me. Anyhow.
The 8 months of this radio show, I don't think I've seen Johnny get this angry.
God damn.
I've not seen your face turn red this
I
fast.
just don't understand how professional basketball players cannot hit a free throw. Look, I'm not expected to go 100%. Don't get me wrong. What is he shooting on the year, Jayla? Humor me again. For $60 million, what am I getting out of Mitchell Robinson? All right. Besides the social media lady going, it's bigger than basketball. Some things are just bigger than the game. No, they're not, lady. All right. The only reason you got a job is if the Knicks win.
Yeah. Free throw percentage 68.4.
Come on.
68.
His career 52.2.
52%. What are we doing?
He better make
what
over
are,
half.
what are we doing here?
Hacker
52%. my God's sakes. I could go to a free throw line and not even open my eyes. And I got a better chance of making 52%. It's not that hard. It really is not that hard. You have an opportunity to work on it every single day. You got a dude who's an intern that will rebound for you. Mm-hmm. You have some of the greatest shooting coaches in the world that are on your staff. Hot damn.
Out of the last
52%.
Out of the last 5 games, he's 11 of 34.
How about this? For now on, very simple. Every free throw you miss, give me $1 million back.
Oh, he'll
that we'll see if you can hit free throws.
He'll be 100%.
Then all of a sudden, it's going to be amazing.
Exactly.
When mama's on food stamps because you can't hit a free throw. God almighty. 52%. 11 to 34. What is wrong with you? You got to be better than that. Also, you know what else is wrong? Why do we have the UFL? Can somebody explain to me? Like, look, I understand that we love football. I get it. Do we really need the UFL? I mean, is there such a demand on a Sunday afternoon to watch a game where I watched yesterday? Birmingham literally had announced attendance 9,000. You're lying. There weren't 9,000 people in that stadium.
Ain't it the same?
San Antonio, 14,000 in San Antonio, 9,000 in Arlington. What are we doing? Are we that hard pressed to have football that we got to put that product on the television, on ESPN on a Sunday afternoon? Nobody's watching this. So the ratings are up a 0.06% from last year. Don't even know what last year was. Don't even care at this point. Embarrassing. I watched 3 minutes of it yesterday just to look at the crowd at Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Tessitore, I think, was doing the broadcast. They were down 25-6. He said it 18 times. You know why? He said it for each individual that was listening to the broadcast 18 times, so they all heard it. Awful.
How about
Absolutely
this, how
awful.
about this for a nugget? You said Joe Tessitore.
I think it was Joe Tessitore.
Do you know who he's with? The WWE. The
Oh, God.
UFL is mixed
Oh,
up with
God.
XFL. You remember
God.
XFL?
Boy, he has fallen. Did he do Monday Night Football a couple of years ago?
Yes, and he
God,
does
he
Monday
has
Night
fallen.
Raw too.
He has fallen. I also saw Skip Bayless as a new troll over the weekend. It's Tom Brady. We've moved on from LeBron James. Now that Tom Brady has actually responded to Skip Bayless, he feels the need to go after the GOAT. Good luck with that one.
So what was? Okay, you gonna make me crash out too. So if you're going after the GOAT, why did you spaz out on Shannon Sharp then? Why did you spaz out on Shannon Sharp? When he did
buddy.
nothing.
Hey, buddy, this is my segment. Back up.
Oh, sorry.
Okay? This is my segment. Back up. You had your segment at the 7 o'clock hour. This is my segment now in the 8 o'clock hour. I'm not done. I got more.
Oh, go ahead.
I also learned something about horse racing over the weekend. Did you see that the jockey for the Kentucky Derby, the winner, he's now fined and suspended for 2 races? Did you see why?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know why.
Because apparently you could whip your horse 6 times. You can't do it 8. Can't make this stuff up. Apparently you can beat the hell out of your horse 6 times going around the track, but you get to 7 and 8. No, that's not acceptable. So he's been suspended.
I was wondering why they don't
for
just
2
go
races.
boom, 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 boom.
No. You got to count it.
Yeah.
So like you being an official scorekeeper at a soccer game, J-Lo, there's somebody up there counting how many times you could whoop your horse before you get fined and suspended. Learn that over the weekend. Yeah. You can only beat your horse 6 times. You can't beat him 8. Good to know. Good to know. Right? Whip it. Whip them 8 times. Shame on you. 6 times, you're regarded a king. Right? You're getting a big payday for 6 whippings. But for that 8th,
hold on now.
We got to pump the brakes here.
Going too much now.
That's
too
totally
much.
too much. All right, I'm done. I'm sweating now.
That was great.
One of the best segments in the history of the show.
Wow. 8:41 on the program. I digress. Coming up, what to watch for tonight. We'll get you ready for the NBA draft lottery. Also, the NBA odds. Which way am I leaning? It's a Monday edition. It's the morning draft.
Fox Sports 1310 traffic.
This traffic update is brought to you by Rapid Radios. Expect slow-moving traffic on 64 both east and westbound crossing Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. We're seeing some delays on 264 eastbound between Des Moines Avenue and Berkeley Bridge, as well as between Rosemont Road and Lynn Haven Parkway due to an accident. The right lane is blocked. And be aware of some congestion on 168 bypass heading northbound between Kempsville Road and 464. I'm Elena Vexo on Fox Sports 1310.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with national LTE coverage. Go to rapidradios.com and you'll get up to 60% off free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO for an additional 5% off.
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
What is more? Is it more reps, more strength, more stamina? We say it's all of that, but it's greater than just what's in the mirror. It's about improving your mental and physical health. More is a feeling of achievement, fulfillment, confidence. It's looking better, feeling better, being better, and it's our mission to get you there. Because here, you are more. One Life Fitness.
Portco is your local nonprofit organization dedicated to economic empowerment through employment for people with disabilities. We focus on abilities, not limitations, providing on-the-job vocational support. Find your pathway to employment. Contact us or learn more at portco.org.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
At Rush Soccer, our love of the game and the community we create doesn't stop when we leave the pitch or when the season ends. We are more than an individual player, team, club, or league. We are a truly global community of athletes, parents, coaches, professionals, and fans. We believe that youth sports and the pathway to a lifelong love of soccer have the power to form deep, meaningful connections that will fundamentally shape our players and those in our community. We believe that what we feel is the key to what we can achieve. Feel the pride. Feel the confidence. Feel the legacy. Feel the connection. Feel the trust. Feel the acceptance. Feel the purpose. Feel the difference. Feel the rush.
At Atomic Wings, we prioritize real chicken with fresh, all-natural, never-frozen ingredients, all packed with serious flavor. Order from over 15 awesome flavors at atomicwings.com.
The Celtics won a championship. Jacking up threes. You can do it. And if they lose and don't repeat, get knocked out in the second round because of poor three-point shooting, maybe teams will say, guess what?
What's that?
Maybe we got to rethink about this.
With Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. Weeknights at 7 on Fox Sports 1310. This is Fox Sports 1310. Keep up with the trends. Follow us on X at Drive Johnny D or Instagram at Morning Drive Johnny D.
Yes, sir. We are wrapping it up on a Monday edition of the program. Great to be with you. The Morning Drive. I do have some overreaction texts to get to as well. Do we have time to get to those?
Go for it.
Absolutely.
All right, hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. By the way, let me also just, as a follow-up, good on the Boston Celtics, continuing to foul Mitchell Robinson, even up 29. Right? I mean, look, you're embarrassing enough. We're going to continue to foul you up 29 is what we're going to do to add salt to the wound.
Hacker Robinson. That's what
Right?
it is.
Up 29. 29! You got a 29-point lead. This poor schlum is out on the court. We're still going to foul him. Not that you're embarrassed enough to be losing by 29 points, but also the fact you're going to go to the free throw line and shoot an air ball again.
Is he in the new starting lineup?
No.
Okay, so as soon as he come in again, foul him.
No.
As soon as he come in.
No, that's what they're
That's it. As soon as
doing.
he come in, foul him.
How do you play this dude?
Oh, is he
God
like
almighty.
a rebounder, defensive prowess type of person?
Forget it. It doesn't matter. There's not enough good to outweigh the bad. That's the problem. Like Shaq, guess what? Dude's still averaging 35 a game and pulling 20 boards.
True.
Mitchell Robinson? No, he's not. He's not. He's not. What are we doing?
What's his
What are
average?
we doing?
We got to get Mitchell
What
Robinson
are we
on the
doing?
program.
I could go to the playground today, right? I could turn around backwards and shoot, and I guarantee you I still shoot better than 52%. Seriously.
Man.
I'll do it. When I go to the gym, I'll have somebody film me. Next time I go to the high school practice, probably later this week, film me doing free throws with my back to the basket, shooting it. I guarantee you I could still make more than 52%.
Wow.
Just saying.
I would love. Yeah, you got to record that.
Wow.
Just saying. Very quick, couple of texts here very quickly. 434, could we walk all over J-Lo for charity? Talking about the entertainment page
Go
with that
for it.
dude from New York.
Go for it.
Wow.
804, can we break down more Hunter in shorts and Shedeur in shorts video? And oh, by the way, Angel Reese is the Draymond of the WNBA. I don't think that's an overreaction.
She's going to the Hall of Fame then.
Could be. 757, Jaden, Caleb, Patrick Lamar, and Josh. That's who the NFL is promoting. Oh, and maybe Shedeur in prime time. That would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Shedeur got a prime time. The 540, Caleb Williams for Jade Daniels, and the opener would be great. Well, we're not going to see that. The 804, Rookie Camp Olympics is just the NFL's way of taking shine away from the NBA again. Very true.
Yeah.
And the 757, the Celtics will roll the Knicks and then lose to the Pacers. McAfee live at the finals is the NBA and ESPN's conspiracy.
Oh, man. That's great.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, think about it. ESPN's getting the NBA back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Pat McAfee live. We know that draw with a younger crowd, especially.
Yep.
Pacers. He's all about the Pacers. Don't be surprised. Pacers are in the NBA finals. There's McAfee. Your drawing card. It's all a conspiracy, my friends. All
Yep.
right.
Who's their opponent?
In the West?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be OKC. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe Minnesota.
I would say Minnesota.
I don't know. Minnesota looks good too. But Golden State is, without Steph Curry, I don't know what Golden State is.
So you answered your question. We had the Pacer last weekend. Minnesota win this without Steph Curry. Apparently they can.
I don't see it. I mean, they're talking about Curry maybe being back for Game 6. I don't see it. As one, hey, look, as one that has strained his hamstring in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I am nowhere near the elite physical level of Steph Curry. It is, especially him who moves around a lot.
Yes.
It's not easy to get over. It's really not easy to get over. And he's probably going to re-aggravate it. And look, if I'm Minnesota, I go at him every play.
Absolutely.
Every play.
Absolutely.
Right? Why not?
Why not?
Again, gamesmanship or dirty play? No, it's gamesmanship.
Bruce
If
Wayne
I know
does
this
his
dude's got a hammy issue, I'm going right after him.
Yep.
Every single play.
You're supposed to.
All right. Can we get an update of what to watch for tonight there, J-Lo?
Yes, sir. What to watch for tonight? NBA playoffs back in action. The Game 4s at 7:30. The Boston Celtics taking on the New York Knicks on ESPN. Not TNT. ESPN. Might be in trouble.
We're in trouble.
Might be in trouble.
We're in trouble.
At 10 o'clock tonight, you have the Minnesota Timberwolves considering their series against the Golden State Warriors. That'll also be on ESPN. As far as baseball goes, 6:30, the Boston Red Sox playing the Detroit Tigers. That'll be on MLB Network. At 7:15, the Washington Nationals playing the Atlanta Braves on Masson. And at 9:30, the Arizona Diamondbacks playing the San Francisco Baseball Giants on FS1. Also, Johnny, if you wanted to watch at 7 o'clock on ESPN2 tonight, the NCAA Men's Championship match between UCLA and Long Beach State in volleyball.
Wow.
Men's
I'll
volleyball.
check that out tonight.
Yeah. Place a
Man,
little
they
money
get
on it,
after
maybe?
No, I didn't say that.
Doing too much.
You lost your mind. Come on, I'm a degenerate, but not that much. God almighty.
And then the NHL playoffs at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
The Washington Capitals playing the Carolina Hurricanes once again on TNT. And at 9:30, Vegas playing the Edmonton Oilers on TNT. Also, that's what you're watching for tonight.
All right, and of course, draft lottery is tonight.
Yes.
Mentioned the Utah Jazz, 14% chance. Wizard, 14% chance. Charlotte Hornets, 14%. New Orleans, 12.5%. Philadelphia, 10.5% chance. The Brooklyn Nets at 9%. And the Toronto Raptors at 7.5%. Spurs at 6%. What will be good for the NBA to get the number one pick? What would be good for the NBA?
Philadelphia, probably.
Philadelphia? Okay.
I'd say so. I think he'd fit well. It's a bigger market.
Yeah, it would be Philly, but I would probably go with San Antonio.
San Antonio would be tremendous, man.
Yeah.
You put him with Wemby, Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox. Popovich is out. You got a brand new coach in there. Brooklyn, obviously big media market. Toronto, forget about them.
No.
Nobody wants them in Toronto. That's just a wasteland. Houston, possibly, right? Good young team. You had a Cooper Flag. Portland Trailblazers, please no. Please no. Just relegate them. I think what would be great if the Dallas Mavericks could pull it off. They've got a 1.8% chance.
That'd be awesome.
1.8% chance with the 11th. But
lose Luka and get
and how about your Chicago Bulls, who decided on social media to promote the fact that the draft lottery is tonight? Let's get excited.
And what we 0.6%?
1.7% chance.
Yeah.
But you're still going to promote on social media for your fan base. Hey, let's get excited. We ain't in the playoffs, but damn if the draft lottery ain't out tonight. We got a shot. Right? What a little Dumb and Dumber. 1.7%. So there you go. That's your draft lottery for tonight. The NBA playoffs for tonight. Mentioned Celtics opened up a 5.5-point favorite. It's up to 6.5. Total is 208.5. I would take the team total Knicks under. Not sure what Cat's injury update is with that hand, but I kind of like that. That's a 7:30 tip at the Garden. And then the home against Minnesota, the total on that is low at 200.5. Kind of leaning a little bit into Minnesota, but this is the type of game where I could see Golden State winning it, right? I just, what do you say?
Timberwolves a 5.
Timberwolves a 5?
Timberwolves a 5.
Still rolling with that one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They win today, then they got to go to Minnesota. Yep.
All right. What do we got going on tonight? What are you boys up to today?
I'm actually headed up to Richmond.
You are?
Show. Yes.
What do you got going on?
I've got a family member who's having a birthday up in Richmond, so we're gonna head on up. Probably leave in about an hour or a couple hours or so, and I'm going up with my grandma. We'll go have dinner, and then spend some time with them and head back down.
Good work. You're not rolling in the green machine, are you?
No.
Good.
No.
Can the green machine make it to Richmond?
Two things. Number one, it can, because it did back when I went for the basketball stuff. But number two, I don't want my grandma riding passenger in the green machine in that sketchy car.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You mean the car she owns still? Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
She refuses riding it anyways.
Suave?
I got a meeting with the Washington Commanders, my management. So.
Yeah, look at you.
In person, Zoom. What are we doing
through
here?
Zoom.
Little security call.
Little Zoom.
Yes, we get credentials and also talk about the new events we got coming up. Like I said, next month is these concerts. And then also talk about the training camp that's happening as well.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
By the way, Waterboy, whoever Waterboy is, has chimed in on YouTube this morning. I challenge you to a free throw shooting contest, Johnny D. Why? What are we going to do here? What are you doing? Again, what are we doing? You going to blow a heater while you're shooting them too? Come on.
Probably.
What are we doing? I mean, you played 20 years ago in the Portsmouth Rec League, whatever it was. Just hold your head up high. It's good enough for you. Don't embarrass yourself by putting it out there, okay? Some of these people, what are you thinking? Do you really think I'm going to put out there free throw shooting and you're going to challenge me and I'm not a ringer when it comes to free throw shooting? Come on, man. Hell, I'll even do it blindfolded if you want.
Oh, you're that confident?
Oh, absolutely. Come on. It's Waterboy.
You heard it, Waterboy.
All right. That's going to wrap it up for a Monday edition. Want to thank everybody for their texts, for their tweets, all the comments in the comment box on YouTube. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button at Cova Sports TV. For J-Lo, for Suave, yours truly, Johnny D. Monday edition, morning drive, Fox Sports 1310 AM, the Fox Sports 1310 app. See you.